Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Here at the Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry, we like to focus on our community and help our local businesses expand and succeed.
Why join WCCBI? Not only do we offer a way for local businesses to grow and prosper, but we also provide business development, community involvement, and member benefits.
Becoming a member of WCCBI includes benefits such as networking and ribbon cutting.
Become a member or to see additional information, visit WCCBI.org today.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
At AGI Industries in Clarendon, our state-of-the-art fabrication facility brings your custom-engineered products to life. With cutting-edge machinery and skilled professionals, we deliver precision-crafted solutions tailored to your needs. From trench box and storage container rentals to sandblasting, refurbishing, and painting equipment, plus expert metal fabrication, compressor stations, filters, separators, ASME vessels, and pig loaders, AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Providing in-depth audio, video, and written coverage of high school and small college sports across Western Pennsylvania. The YDL Sports Network. If you love sports, this is the place to be.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Saxon Stadium on the campus of Mercyhurst University, where tonight the Eisenhower Knights come into town to take on the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers in a battle for the top spot in Region 3 of District 10. The Lakers come in with a record of 4-4, while the Knights are 6-2 on the season. However, the Mercyhurst Prep is 4-0 in the region play, with Eisenhower and it's tied with Seneca just behind at 3-1. This is the Casella pregame show. Fans are an essential part of any team. Visit Casella.com to join our team today. Casella, our people, your team. Today's stream is powered by Oil Country Crates. Your products, our protection, oilcountrycrates.com. Again, this is Alan Siebert with Lou Vizza alongside for the call tonight, and this is the Warren Tire Center Drive to the Game. The Warren Tire Center makes sure you get to the game in comfort. WarrenTireCenter.com. All right, as I said, a big game here on tap tonight. The Eisenhower Knights come into this game, Lou, with a 6-2 record. Mercyhurst just 4-4, but again, you have to kind of look at their schedule to see the whole story. They've had a lot of tough games this season outside of the region, and so they're definitely better than their record would indicate, and they have a chance to basically cement at least a share of the region title if they can win tonight against Eisenhower.
Yeah, you know, when you get your schedule in the spring for football, you take it and you look at it and you circle some dates. The first game you want to look at is your opening night, whether it's home or whether it's away. Then the next one you want to check and see who you're playing on homecoming, and then the third one you're looking at is this one. So it's, you know, it means a lot, and you know that going in, you know it all year. You don't look past anybody to get to this game. But this game has some serious implications, you know, win or lose this one. So we'll just have to see what happens. They got to bring, like they say, bring the A game tonight, and hopefully they'll come out on the right side.
Yeah, a lot of the mistakes they've made earlier in the season, like we said, some of those things aren't going to fly tonight if you want to keep the game close and come away with a win at the end. Now, Mercyhurst Prep comes into this week. They had a forfeit win a few weeks ago over Union City. They returned to the field last week with a 55-6 victory over Iroquois. Junior standout back Vinny Feliciano ran all over the Iroquois Braves with 8 touchdowns against the Braves. And as I said, the Lakers are currently atop the Region 3 standings, a game ahead of both Seneca and Eisenhower, who currently share second place. Eisenhower got back on the winning side of things last week, rebounded from a loss, their first loss since August, with a 42-13 triumph over the Franklin Knights on homecoming night at the Pasture of Pain. Caleb Jacobzak had a monster night for Eisenhower with a passing touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns, and a defensive touchdown on a pick 6 as the Knights rolled to their 6th win of the season. These two teams last met last year, October 18th, at the Pasture of Pain. That night, Mercyhurst was a 48-21 winner. The game was closer than that might indicate. It was 21-14 at halftime before the Lakers' Tyshawn Tate returned the second half kickoff for a touchdown, and things kind of pulled away for Mercyhurst from there. Feliciano that night rushed for 285 yards and 4 touchdowns. Caleb Jacobzak had 97 yards and a score for Eisenhower, with Logan Penley adding 88 yards and a touchdown as well in defeat. So we're going to step aside for a minute. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Howard Hanna professional keys to the game, and also take a look at the Rouse scoreboard powered by Seneca Generation and see what other games are going on around District 9 and 10 tonight. You're watching the Casella pregame show on the YDL Sports Network.
Here in Warren County, Seneca Generation delivers more than electricity. We provide clean, reliable power, and we're proud to call this community home. Our team is committed to giving back, supporting local programs, and helping create opportunities that make a difference for families, schools, and neighborhoods. Because powering homes means empowering lives. Seneca Generation, powering your home, empowering our community.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
If you're ready to buy or sell your home, then stop in at 4234 Market Street to let one of the agents at Howard Hanna Professionals help. Our friendly and knowledgeable agents can help you find the key to your dream home. Looking for a new career? Howard Hanna Professionals can help there too. Howard Hanna Professionals will assist new and experienced agents with the startup fees for an exciting career in real estate. Call Katrina Laurie at 814-726-2000 for more information.
We think Ross Becker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local, we're knowledgeable, we have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here, you can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Make 2025 the year you take the next step in your career with the Clinical Medical Assistant Program or Professional Development Seminars at the Warren Forest High Ed Council. Learn how to make college affordable at the Financial Aid Seminar or grow your personal skill set with Fall Country Brunch and Event Planning Made Easy classes. Go to high-ed.org or call 814-723-3222 to register. The Warren Forest High Ed Council, your access to lifelong learning.
Back here at Mercyhurst University at Saxon Stadium for tonight's big game between the Eisenhower Knights and the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers. Alan Siebert and Lou Vizza welcoming you into the AGI Industry Storage Containers broadcast booth. AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more info or to secure a rental. Also remind you that this is the Venango County View of the Field. Your view of the field tonight is brought to you by Venango County. There is always something to see and do in Venango County, venangocountypas.gov. And a shout out again to my daughter, Micaiah Siebert, for doing the camera work here tonight. All right, we'll take a look real quick here at some WCCBI players to watch. And Lou, for Mercyhurst Prep, it's pretty basic. Their big gun is Vinny Feliciano. He's a state champ in track. And he puts that speed to good use and has, like I said earlier, 20 touchdowns on the season already. And he's going to be the person the Knights are going to have to stop if they want to have any success here tonight.
Yeah, I think, I was thinking about this on the way down to the field. Mercyhurst is going to have a distinct advantage tonight because we're playing on turf.
Absolutely.
So they're not going to lose any speed. As if they were playing on grass, they may lose a step, maybe, or half a step or whatever. But when you got a team like that is just quick, the place to be is on turf. So it's going to be an adjustment for, Eisenhower too, because they don't play on turf. I mean, they're coming from grass to turf instead of going from turf to grass. So we'll see what happens. But like I say, I think the field is going to have a little bit of an advantage to it too. But like you said before, I mean, I think Feliciano had 297 yards last week and 8 touchdowns.
Yeah.
The guy, he's for real. I mean, there's no doubt about that. So we got to, they need a spy on him to watch him wherever he goes and hope for the best.
Absolutely. And for Eisenhower coming into this game, hoping to be about as healthy as they have been here in a few weeks. Caleb Jacobzak is the team's leading passer. The senior is 34 of 75 for 465 yards with 4 touchdowns and 4 picks this year. He also leads the team in rushing with 869 yards and 10 carries. Senior Logan Penley has 730 yards and 14 touchdowns. And hopefully tonight, maybe not so much for the offensive impact, but for the defensive impact, the Knights hope to get back junior Nolan Giesing, who was leading the team in tackles until missing pretty much all of last week against Franklin and much of the previous week against Seneca with an injury. He is in uniform again tonight. I saw him in warmups, and he looks about as good as he has since pre-injury. So hopefully tonight is the night they can get Giesing back on defense, and the Knights can kind of put their stamp on the game, and having Giesing out there would go a long way in doing that. We'll take a look now at your Rouse scoreboard powered by Seneca Generation. Our scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Rouse. Rouse is caring for generations. Visit rouse.org to find out more. And our board is powered by Seneca Generation. Seneca Generation, powering your home and powering our community. All right, Lou's going to take a look right now at some of the games going on along District 10 here on this Friday, week 9 of the regular season.
The first game we have is a pair of 6-2 teams playing. Reynolds at Farrell. Should be a banger on that one. Wilmington is at Sharpsville. Lakeview is at Cambridge Springs. Greenville is at Maplewood. Sagertown is at Cochranton. Eisenhower and Mercyhurst, yeah, that's here. Seneca is at Iroquois. Union City is at Northwestern. Conneaut is at Grove City. Slippery Rock is at Hickory. Fort LaBeouf is at Girard. Corey is at Harbor Creek. Fairview is at Northeast. Franklin in the Route 8 rivalry at Oil City. Meadville is at Warren. Cathedral Prep is at General McLean. McDowell is in Steubenville, Ohio. Erie High is at Brush, Ohio. And I think that's it. And I'll see if I can locate some of the games in District 9. Which I'm not having luck doing. But we'll keep.
I was going to say, keep scrolling for the best.
When I know, you'll know.
Yeah, we can always come back. Oh, there they are.
Here we go.
There
we go. In other games, that was this week. Clearfield is at Bishop Guilfoyle. Red Bank is at Keystone. Brockway's at Ridgeway. Brookville's at Cameron County. St. Mary's is at Bradford. Bradford's fallen on hard times.
For sure, yeah.
Boy, they had 86 put up against them last week. Kane is at Monotau. Ottawa Eldridge at Smethport. Bucktails at Coudersport. Glendale's at Kerwinsville. And that's all I have.
All right. So that was a look at the Rouse scoreboard powered by Seneca Generation. We're about 10 minutes away from opening kickoff here at Saxon Stadium at Mercyhurst University. We'll squeeze in a few more commercial breaks and we'll be right back with you. You're watching the Casella pregame show on the YDL Sports Network.
Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com. Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. At the David Jones Agency, you get personalized attention from someone who lives where you do. The David Jones Agency meets you where you are. They are available during regular business hours Monday through Friday at their office, via appointment at the office after hours, or remotely. The David Jones Agency also offers investment opportunities, including annuities and IRAs. The David Jones Agency can be reached in Clarion at 814-223-4000 and in Meadville at 814-337-5107. Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
Discover radiant beauty with Healing Beauty by KJ. Our natural, cruelty-free skincare line harnesses the power of nature to nourish and rejuvenate your skin. From hydrating serums to soothing creams, find your perfect routine. Shop now at shophealingbeauty.com for exclusive offers and free shipping on orders over $50. Healing Beauty by KJ. Glow naturally. Shine beautifully.
And welcome back to Saxon Stadium on the campus of Mercyhurst University. Tonight's game between the Eisenhower Knights and the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers, about 7 minutes away from kicking off. And as we've said a couple times here in the pregame, definitely a big game for both teams. Mercyhurst can basically wrap up the Region 3 championship with a win tonight. They already have a victory in hand over Seneca. And Eisenhower, though, can force their way into making it at least a two-way tie, perhaps even a three-way tie for the region lead, depending on what happens with Seneca with tonight's game against Mercyhurst. And honestly, Lou, we've talked about it all season. The Knights starting fast and having to put their stamp on the game early. And I don't think there's a game on the schedule where that's going to be more important than tonight against Mercyhurst, because if you let that team start running and get ahead and get a lead and get rolling, it's going to be very hard to come back.
Yeah, they don't need. I mean, they're ones that are going to strike quick. They're not going to. You're not going to see a 10-minute drive out of them that chews up the clock. They're going to see 3 offensive plays and a 75-yard run or a 50-yard run or a pass that's 60 yards. So it's, they got to be, they just got to play ball. I mean, that's it. They can't, they can't get them. They can't let their emotions get into it. But they want to be emotional, but they can't let the emotions get into it. And they have to, face the adversity tonight in case they do get, behind or, just don't, wilt. You got to, play through it and stay with it.
Yeah, and one thing for Eisenhower that they're going to have to do tonight, perhaps more than any other game, the ball control they obviously have had. They are the type of team that can have some of those longer drives, grind them out. And every play that they run offensively tonight is one more play that Vinny Feliciano is not being handed the ball on offense. So really that type of game where, I said something a few weeks ago where you have so many people playing offense and defense, it doesn't always matter if you are wearing down a defense because it's all basically the same players. But in this case, this type of game very well could be one of those situations where if you can control the ball on offense, at least you're keeping Feliciano off the field offensively. And that would go a long way in the Knights having any chance to pull off this upset and walk away with a win tonight. So we got about 4.5 minutes till kickoff. We'll squeeze in one more commercial break. And when we come back, we should be just about ready to go here from Saxon Stadium. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's a relaxing evening with friends at cozy family dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you.
Have a fender bender? We can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs, because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
Are you transporting steel or other unique products? Then you need to check out Oil Country Crates. Oil Country Crates supplies certified wood crates or pallets for shipping steel and other products. Oil Country Crates can ship crates throughout the United States and overseas as well, thanks to their ISPM 15 inspection stamp. Oil Country Crates is dedicated to providing prompt and reliable services to all of its customers while abiding to all shipping regulations. Find out more at oilcountrycrates.com. Oil Country Crates, your products, our protection.
Welcome back to Mercyhurst University. Alan Siebert and Lou Vizza from Saxon Stadium, the Eisenhower Knights and the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers, a Week 9 matchup with first place in the region on the line. I believe during that commercial break, we figured out how this game is going to start. And Lou, why don't you take away and tell us what you saw in the coin toss there?
Well, I believe that Eisenhower won the toss and elected to receive. Mercyhurst will be kicking away from the board, and we'll be moving from left to right.
All right, we're going to pause briefly for the national anthem, and when we return, we'll have opening kickoff of tonight's game. All right, national anthem all finished up here at Saxon Stadium, and we're just seconds away from getting underway here. And as Lou said, it's going to be Mercyhurst Prep taking the ball first. And Eisenhower last year in the loss kept the game within 7 until halftime, and then actually had to kick off to start the second half. And the big run back by Mercyhurst Prep really turned the game on its ear. And tonight, at least, Eisenhower shouldn't have to deal with that. Now their only goal from that point is to keep it close, at least until halftime. And then so that matters when the second half starts. So Mercyhurst Prep going through their final huddle here. Eisenhower is on the field. And now that we said all that, I think Eisenhower is actually getting the ball.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, so I just said the opposite.
No, I said they're going to receive, and they're going to be going from the left. And I said they won the toss and elected to receive.
Oh, okay.
And we're kicking from left to right.
Shows you how much I was paying attention off in my la-la land. It's all right. I'm back now.
Tough to find good help.
Oh, I bet.
2, 4, 6, 8. I still count players.
Yeah, it's a habit. Old habits die hard.
It is an old habit.
You know, we're off to a good start because I got number 18 kicking here for the Lakers, and I don't have a number 18 on the roster that I have, but I I watched him in warmups, and he definitely can kick. So back deep for the Knights are number. We got Penley, we got Boozer, we got Jacob Zach. And this will be taken by Penley. He's up across the 20 and the 30. Still trying to get on his feet up near the 32-yard line, where he is tackled by number 16, Jaden Glaudenmans, the senior for Mercyhurst Prep. And that's where the Knights will start their first offensive drive of the night. They're going to actually mark it up around the 35, so a few extra yards there for the Knights. And the Knights break the huddle, and here we go with the Elwood National Forge first quarter. Jacob Zach will start tonight in the shotgun. Going to keep it himself. Cut back inside and get about a yard maybe on the first carry of the night. And Feliciano making his presence known on the defensive end right away. And that's one thing that Jacob Zach usually likes to do. He likes to get outside and show that speed and that late decision with the toss and on the option. But one thing that's going to be hard to do is outspeed Mercyhurst Prep.
Yeah, that's for sure. They're not going to outrun them.
So that's going to rely more on things like the blocking and the scheme and everything. Right. So they'll give it 2 on the board, but really just 1 on the field here. 2nd down and 9 from the 36. Jacob Zach under center for the second snap. And they give it to Hudson Haight on an end around.
Hold.
And Feliciano again blew that play up.
Holding.
And it'd be interesting to see if they decide to back them up with the penalty or take the loss of 2 on the play and make it 3rd and long. I think they got Joe Gelati there on the hold.
Take it back.
And they are going to back them up. So it is going to be 2nd and long for the Knights. It was going to be 3rd and long, so I guess maybe one way to look at it, you got an extra play to get more yards here now, but it also makes the first down a little harder to get. All the way back to the 26, and the Knights will have a 2nd down and 19.
Yeah, that was obvious. I mean, he had hold of his shirt and had pretty much hold of everything.
Jacob Zach back to pass for the first time tonight. Under pressure, gets away. Now throws last minute to Penley. Penley makes a nice catch. Ends up with a nice gain. A gain of about 11 yards. Nice presence of mind by Jacob Zach to keep the play alive, and Penley to keep looking for open space. And the Knights set up now with a 3rd down and at least within the realm of possibility, a 3rd and 8 now from the 37-yard line.
Well, all things considered, 3rd and 8's not bad.
Yeah,
I mean, that was a good chunk they got back.
Yeah, you start a drive with a 1-yard run and then a big penalty. So now being in between the 0 and 10 yards that you need is about as well as you can hope for here. 3rd down and 8 from the 37. Jacob Zach keeps it, pitches it the last minute to Penley. Penley's got room. He's got a 1st down and more. He's into Laker territory finally pushed out of bounds around the 35-yard line. Huge 1st down play, a Ty Nesta Builders Supply 1st down. And again, that just shows how deadly Jacob Zach can be with that pitch. Held it to the last minute, Lou, and then got it to Penley, and Penley found the room.
They just outmanned them on that option because there wasn't enough. Eisenhower had 4 guys and Mercyhurst only had 3. So when he pitched it, it was just a matter of Penley getting outside and getting a good gain because they just were outmanned. They only have 3 guys on the line of scrimmage, and they've got 6 in the across the back with the linebackers and defensive ends.
Haight in motion. Jacob Zach kind of ran with that one right away, and a good push up front is going to get him a good gain, 6 yards on 1st down.
They're going to have to. Mercyhurst's going to have to change something because with only 3 people on the line of scrimmage, you got holes on both sides of the center.
Yeah, and that's
just he just took a quarterback keeper for 5 yards.
Yep, I was going to say I was looking for him to drop back into the backfield, and so I was going, okay, who's he going to hand to, or is he going to fake and pass? And by the time I figured that out, he was already 5 yards upfield. Yeah, and so now a 2nd down and 4 for the Knights, just shy of the 30-yard line.
all you have is offsides.
All
you have is a nose and 2 tackles on defense, and then you've got 2 defensive ends off the line, and then you have 3 linebackers. So it's, they've got 8 up front, but the line of scrimmage is really unprotected. Oh, they call that an Eisenhower.
Yeah, they ended up calling that a false start. So the 5 yards gained on first down, mostly erased, and it'll now be second and just under 10. But the Knights already, if you're just joining us, they had a 2nd down and 18. They converted earlier in this drive, so nothing they haven't done yet. See what they decide to do here. They give it to Haight on the end around, and Haight's cut down by Feliciano. Just not enough speed there to get to the outside, and it's going to end up being no gain on the play. And that's the hardest part, really. It's the running east and west against this Mercyhurst team. Feliciano isn't just a great running back. He's a great defensive player, too, and he's really good at tracking the ball down and setting the edge, and that's what he did there.
Well, yeah, because they ran away from him.
Yep.
And he still made the tackle.
Yep. So let's see what the Knights can draw up on 3rd down and 9. 1 passing attempt already tonight. It was an 11-yard completion to Penley. They'd take that again here. 7:55 left in the Elwood National Forge first quarter. Jacob Zach rolling outside. Cuts it upfield now. And with that play call, I assume this is going to be 4 down territory for the Knights. Jacob Zach gets about 5, maybe 6. So 4th down and manageable, 4th down and 4. The Knights started this drive at their own 35, have driven to the Lakers 30, and perhaps most importantly, as we talked about in the opening, the pregame show, they've taken almost 5 minutes of the first quarter clock off. So you flip the field, if nothing else, and you've also, shown that you can move the ball, but also shorten this game. They'd like to shorten it a little more with a 1st down here on 4th down and 4. Jacob Zach going to roll out. Now he's going to go back to his left, and he's got a 1st down, and he gets out of bounds inside the 25-yard line, down around the 22. A Ty Nesta Builder Supply 1st down for the Knights. This drive will continue.
Yeah, like I say, they're just they're making a change here. I'm going to see how they line up now, because the 3 guys on the offensive line just isn't. To me, it's just not making it, because once they get to the outside, they can put a hat on. They can almost double team each guy up front. Sure. And then if you're pitching, you've neutralized the 3, and now you only have to worry about the 1 guy on the end.
Jacob Zach under center, 1st down, give to Penley. Penley gets outside and gets a nice 1st down run. He's going to pick up about 6 yards. One thing the Knights have been doing, they've really been doing a good job of getting ahead of the sticks. The problem has been in those middle downs. They had the holding penalty on the first set that set them back. They were able to convert after facing a 2nd and 18. And then on that one there, the last set of downs, they were 2nd and 11 after a false start. Now you got a 2nd and 3, and it's important to not back up here, because what they're doing up front, they're moving the line of scrimmage and having a successful drive here. So the ball at the 16-yard line. Jacob Zach's under center. He's got Gelati and Penley in the eye. Jacob Zach going to keep it this time. Yeah. And this time he is ripped down. It looked like he had a little bit of hesitation at the point of attack there, and that one uncharacteristic, really. And that one cost him, as the indecision made him go backwards, loss of about 3. So 3rd down and 6 now for the Knights.
3rd down, change the down box.
And if the
3rd down, change the down box.
There they go. They can hear you all the way across the field.
Old habits die hard.
3rd and 6, ball at the 19. Jacob Zach's in the shotgun. Had a lot of success in the shotgun so far tonight.
Uh-oh.
Poor snap. Jacob Zach made something out of nothing. And he's very close to a 1st down, and I believe the extra push there, it's going to be very close. Line judge runs in around the 12-yard line. If it's 4th down, it's going to be 4th and inches. And it is 4th down. But still, the way that play started, that was a good job by Jacob Zach to even give his team the opportunity to have a 4th down to convert here.
Looks like he took down a rebound to start the fast break.
He sure did. 4th down and 1. Ball is at the 13-yard line of Mercyhurst Prep. 5:25 left. Over half this first quarter taken up on this first drive. The Knights need a yard to continue this drive.
Let's go right to your left.
Jacob Zach sneaks through. He's got a 1st down and more, and it'll be 1st down and goal for the Knights at the 4-yard line. Gain of 8 for Jacob Zach, his 7th carry of this opening drive.
That was a good play call.
I was going to say.
Let's go to the left.
It's been working this whole drive. Why not? Why go away from it? And now, I mean, you're 7 minutes into this opening quarter. You've driven all the way to the 4. If you can punch this in here, it's about as good of a start as you can have if you're Coach Penley and you're coming in on the road.
Yeah, you got to be pumped up for this. They're giving him that. Look at the gap between the center and the 2 tackles.
Yeah, for sure.
There's nobody there.
Hand off to Penley. Penley down near the 1-yard line. Going to be a gain of 3, but it's 2nd down and goal for the Knights from the doorstep. And now 3 cracks to get 1 yard for the Knights.
This is a 65-yard drive.
Yeah. And again, maybe most importantly, as we said, I mean, not to toot our own horns, but sometimes we get it right. Nearly 8 minutes off the first quarter clock with this drive. 4:19 and counting in the Elwood National Forge first quarter. And I guess the best way to lose leaning into the light switch. The best way to neutralize Feliciano offensively is to keep him off the field. They give the ball to Gelati. And I don't think Gelati was able to get there.
No.
That would have been Gelati's first touchdown of the year, but it's no gain, and it's going to be 3rd down and goal at the 1. And now we have a stoppage here. See what the I'm not sure. The official coming over to the Mercyhurst Prep sideline to talk to Mercyhurst head coach Jeff Root and explain something to him. I'm not sure what the call was there. I see they still showing 2nd down on the scoreboard and the sticks. So I'm wondering if that play didn't happen for some reason. And now they go back to 1st down. So must have been some kind of penalty on Mercyhurst Prep.
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think that would move them from the 1 to the half a distance penalty. I heard the PA announcer say so. Now 4 downs to get a half a yard for the Knights, and the clock again running 3:45. So about a dream opening drive for the Knights here. As long as it ends with 6, you get this close, you don't want to settle for anything less. Jacob Zach's under center. And now they're going to back up 5 yards, and that's just the stuff that you can't do at that part of the field.
False start.
False start will take them back to the 6 now, and the job just got a little bit harder. So this has been, as I said, a nearly perfect drive for the Knights as far as how you want to start a game, but definitely not perfect. That's a 3rd penalty on this drive, 2 false starts and a holding penalty, and you got a lot to overcome. You've already overcome a lot, but they just kind of keep making it a little harder on themselves here. Still 1st and goal, however, just short of the 5-yard line. Jacob Zach under center, pitches to Penley. Penley gets outside, reaches for the pylon. I don't think he got there. Very close. Got back to penalty yards, out of bounds around the 1-yard line. Gain of 5, stayed in bounds. So now we've gone over 9 minutes on this drive. 2:52 left in the first quarter, and Mercyhurst Prep is yet to touch the football offensively. And a 2nd down and goal for the Knights at the 1. This is, by my count, the 14th play of this drive. 14 plays, 64 yards, and the ball at the doorstep. They go to Penley, and Penley pounds it in for the Eisenhower touchdown. And the Knights have a 6-0 lead on the road on the strength of Logan Penley's 14th touchdown of the season. And what a dream start for the Eisenhower Knights. 14 plays, 65 yards, 9 minutes and 38 seconds off the first quarter clock, and an extra point away from a 7-0 lead on the road here at Saxon Stadium. Bryce Wilkins in to attempt the extra point. Jacob Zach will hold. Here's the snap, and Wilkins extra point. Mercyhurst got some pressure on it, but Wilkins kept his head down and was able to kick the ball through. So with 2 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the Elwood National Forge first quarter, the Eisenhower Knights lead the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers 7-0. Back in 30 seconds on the YDL Sports Network. And welcome back to Saxon Stadium at Mercyhurst University. The Eisenhower Knights couldn't have drawn up a better start to this game. They take the opening kickoff, go 65 yards in 14 plays, and chew nearly 10 minutes off the first quarter clock before Logan Penley plunges in from a yard out, and the Knights lead the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers 7-0 here at Mercyhurst University. Alan Siebert, Lou Vizza here with you, and Bryce Wilkins sets the ball up at the 40 and is just about set to kick off. Number 3, JT Jones, and number 5, Vinny Feliciano back deep for the Lakers. And we'll see if the Knights decide to kick deep or if they do what they've done often this season and kick it short, and they will kick it short again.
Goodbye.
And yeah, that definitely did not work out there. Number 6, Adaris Bridget, takes the short kick and then just goes on the run and all the way down to the Knights' 33-yard line. And Lou and I have talked about it several times and just did off camera there during the break. It's bewildering to us why the Knights don't kick deep more often when they have somebody like Wilkins who can put the thing in the end zone and bring the ball out to the 20. But there's a lot of teams, Lou, that will take that kick right there and just fall on it with an up man, but no such thing there as
Well, he caught it in the air.
Caught it on the run, and ended up with a 25-yard return on top of the short kick. So now it's 1st and 10 Lakers at the 33-yard line. And here's Feliciano's first carry of the night. And it's a good one, up for about 6 yards. And it just kind of shows you how quick things can change around. And then the Knights pound out that drive, and then on out just like that, the Lakers have a second down at the 27-yard line. Quarterback number 8, Everett Cotterill, is in the shotgun with Feliciano to his left. Again, they hand off to Feliciano, and he powers forward, and he has a Tie Nesta Builder Supply first down. Nothing flashy so far, just 6 yards apiece right up the middle. And a 1st down and 10 for the Lakers at the Knights' 21-yard line. One minute, 25 seconds left in the Elwood National Forge first quarter. And we'll see what the Lakers have drawn up here on 1st down and 10. I would expect a continued heavy dose of Feliciano. No reason to go away from it so far. They will do something different here, though, with JT Jones.
Jet sweep.
Jet sweep. I see flags coming down on the play.
All kinds of them.
Yeah, tons of flags on that play. So Jones ended up getting about 4 or 5 yards. Knights did a good job of stringing that play out. Let's see what the call is going to be. And I believe, just from my 43-year-old eyes, look like a holding signal.
Yep.
And that's exactly what it is. So the Knights will benefit from Mercyhurst's second penalty of the night. And that one will erase a 5-yard gain by JT Jones and put the Lakers behind the sticks here as we've entered the final minute of the opening quarter.
So we're first in, 14, 15?
Yeah, back to the 27. Going to be first and 15 from the 27-yard line. Mercyhurst quickly back up on the line. And they go to Feliciano, who gets outside, and he's got running room. Nice spin move, keeps going, and he's nearly got a first down. I think he's going to be just short. Well, maybe not. Yeah, it's going to be a gain of about 15, and no indication yet whether it's a first down officially or not. It's going to be second and a yard for Mercyhurst. Cotterill getting the play from the sideline, running in. We'll see if the Lakers want to run another play this half or this quarter or not. Second down and 1, ball at the 13, make it the 12-yard line. Feliciano's got it again. Puts his head down and gets the first down, picks up about 4. So Mercyhurst Prep limited to just 4 offensive plays in the first quarter as the Elwood National Forge first quarter comes to a close with the score. The Eisenhower Knights 7, the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers 0. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
And welcome back to Mercyhurst University, where we are getting ready to start the Veriskety Holdings second quarter. Companies within the Veriskety Holdings Group include Phoenix Centered Metals, Superior Energy Resources, Allegheny Electric Service, and Veriskety & Son, Inc. Find out more at verisketyholdings.com. First play of the second quarter. And Feliciano met immediately in the backfield. Loss of 2 on the play. And that was Nolan Giesing in on the play. And again, his presence on the defense has been missed over the last few weeks here.
Well, there's no first down, so they got to score.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to get it in. It's goal to go.
And they've got him back to the 11. So a few more plays like that is what they need. They've got a great start to this game. Mercyhurst ran just 4 plays in the first quarter, all Feliciano runs. And Eisenhower had the ball for almost 10 minutes of the quarter and ended up with the lead there. Here's the give again to Feliciano. He's got room. He's still pushing, and he's escorted out of bounds by Caleb Jacobzak down around the 2-yard line. Gain of 9 for Feliciano and a third down and goal for the Lakers coming up from the Knights' 2-yard line. So a tough ask of the Eisenhower defense here to come up with 2 plays to keep the keep the Lakers out of the end zone, but that's what they're going to need if they want to keep this early lead they've got. Feliciano and Tyler Quinn. There's the handoff to Feliciano. Still fighting, still going. I think they managed to keep him out.
Fourth down.
Got a 1 yard gain, but it's going to be 4th down and goal. It's not even the 1 yard line. It's basically the 1 foot line. But a big 4th down play coming up here for the Lakers. And you got to think that if you're the Knights defense, you're just selling out on Feliciano here because you got to assume that's where it's going. 10:25 left in the first half. Again, Lou, something you pointed out, they're in the shotgun. You need 12 inches here, and they're lined up at the 5. And Cotterill keeps it himself, and he managed to get in, I believe. Yeah. And there's double bad news for the Knights. Nolan Giesing, again, hobbling on that ankle. That's the ankle that kept him out for a few weeks. But yeah, that was Everett Cotterill scoring from 1 yard out. We do have a player down in the end zone as well. So right now the attention is being given to the player in the end zone. We'll step aside for 30 seconds and be back with more high school football on the YDL Sports Network.
In every heartbeat, every helping hand, every moment of care, Warren General Hospital stands as a cornerstone of our community. For generations, families have trusted us to be here today, tomorrow, and always. We're transforming community health and wellness through excellence in quality, safety, service, engagement, and patient experience. Warren General Hospital.
And back here at Saxon Stadium at Mercyhurst University, the Eisenhower Knights defense just almost collected a goal line stand, but Everett Cotterill on a 4th and goal play from the 1 was able to just get across the line and get the Lakers within a point. And now number 18, as I said, I don't have a number or a name on that kid. He's in to kick the extra point, and the extra point went wide to the right. So Eisenhower will be able to, at least for now, keep that lead. And we'll have to see if they can make their second drive of the night as successful as the first that went 65 yards and took nearly 10 minutes off of the clock. So, but here we are, 10-10 left in the first half. Eisenhower holding on to a 7-6 lead and about to receive the ball. And we'll have to see, look for number 8, Nolan Giesing again, went off gingerly on that ankle, and having him back is big for this defense, but got to hope he didn't re-aggravate something there. I don't see him on the sidelines right now. Of course, that's a long way away, and my eyes ain't getting any younger. So the Lakers here about to kick off, and the Knights will start their second drive of the night. Ten minutes, 10 seconds left in the Verischetti Holdings second quarter. Knights leading by a point and about to receive the ball. Just the third drive of this game, coming 14 minutes into it. So Knights doing a good job of shortening the game. There's the kick. Penley moves up under it, takes it around the 15. He's at the 20 to 25, and then hit just shy of the 30-yard line. And that's where the Knights will start their second drive of the night, not too far behind where they started the first one. They were able to score, Lou, on that first drive despite 3 offensive penalties and made it difficult on themselves, but they'd love to. Another 10-minute drive here would take them right into the locker room.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're in the second quarter, 10 minutes left. Take time off the clock. Like I say, that's time that Mercyhurst doesn't have the ball.
So the ball's at the 30-yard line officially. 1st and 10, Jacob Zach's under center. Gives it to the up man, who I believe was Gelati. Waiting for the pile to clear to see. Got a couple yards on the play. Yeah, it was Joe Gelati, number 4. And again, obviously, I don't know as much about the schemes and everything on the offense. It's strange to me to see Gelati, of all people, the one they usually run between the centers, because he's definitely the smallest of the backs. Mm-hmm. And he's the guy with the speed. And earlier in the season, I felt like they were getting the more opportunities outside, but they've gone with guys like Ollie Boozer and Hudson Haight for those opportunities here in the last few weeks. And
Mercyhurst just made a little change to their defense. They've got 4 up and then 2 defensive ends and 3 linebackers.
Jacob Zach rolling to the side, looking for blockers. And there's going to be a hold on, I believe that's going to be Bryce Colson.
No question.
Yeah, I just yanked him to the ground. And that was definitely the main reason that Jacob Zach ended up with an 8-yard gain. But unfortunately for the Knights, or maybe fortunately, because they did it on the first drive as well, second down play, they're going to have to back up. And the success of this drive will probably depend on how the second down play goes. Last time the Knights faced a second down and 18, they completed an 11-yard pass on second down and set themselves up in good shape for third down. So probably going to have to do something similar here after the holding call.
If you're going to hold so in a spot where not the entire stadium sees you hold.
Yeah, I never did. I know you did some officiating. I never did, but even I was like, yep, that one's coming back. I don't need to go to a class or get a certification to know that. So 9 minutes and counting here in the first half. Eisenhower leading 7-6, but facing a 2nd and 18 from their own 22 after the holding penalty. Jacob Zach's in the shotgun. He's going to sling it deep, and it's overthrown. And Gavin Lindemuth was hoping for a flag. But the ball probably too far overthrown to draw anything there, and it'll be 3rd down and 18 for the Knights, and probably puts them in another passing situation here.
There was some contact, but it was back and forth.
Yeah, and again, it's probably one of those situations where the location of the ball doesn't help, because it really wasn't going to be catchable anyway. So
that's not a consideration.
Yeah, if you put him in, you put it a little closer, they might determine that he was, the contact mattered, but not on that one. They fake the ball to Gelati, and Jacob Zach's going to keep it. And it's going to be about a 7-yard gain for Jacob Zach, but unfortunately for the Knights, this drive, the penalty will come back to bite them. And it will be 4th down and about 11. And Jacob Zach will have to stay in the game and punt.
They ran a nice fake punt last week?
Yeah, they've done it a few times this season. So don't know if this is the time they want to break it out. But you're also an underdog on the road. So
you got nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose here. Jacob Zach is able to get the punt away. It'll be taken by JT Jones at his own 36. And Bryce Colson and number 10, Wyatt Trojanowski, down there on the coverage. And at least this time, the Lakers will have to start in their own territory. They'll start around the 43-yard line with 8 minutes remaining in the second quarter, and Eisenhower on top 7-6. Back in 30 seconds on the YDL Sports Network.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
And welcome back here to Mercyhurst University. Everett Cotterill with the fake to Vinny Feliciano, and then he goes 13 yards. But again, Cotterill's down on the ground. Second time he was down after scored the touchdown earlier in this game. And for the second time in this first half, medical attention will be required of the Mercyhurst prep quarterback. So we'll step aside again and be back in 30 seconds on the YDL Sports Network.
This is Chris Rossetti from the YDL Sports Network, and I want to take a moment to tell you about my friend Paul Burdick. Paul is the Dean of District 9 Photography, and he is here to serve your needs with action photos, team photos, and so much more. Paul has shot everything from Little League through the pros and is a regular at PIAA championship events and Penn State football. Find out more or buy a photo at pburdick.smugmug.com. Are you looking for an upcoming, young, energetic photographer to shoot your team or individual athlete? Then contact Anima TV today at 814-594-5783. Anna's work has been used in many publications over the last few years, including right here on the YDL Sports Network. Find out more at animatvphotography.com.
Back here at Mercyhurst University, Everett Cotterill able to leave the field under his own power. He's up and moving, and I suspect he'll be back in the game here shortly. The Lakers have a 1st down and 10, a Ty Nesta Builder Supply 1st down at the Eisenhower 44. Feliciano takes the snap this time. Nice pursuit by the Knights defense. Going to get him in the backfield. Lindemuth and Bryce Colson and Cash Moore were all in the area. And if nothing else, I mean, there are no moral victories here, but the Knights have Feliciano's got 8 carries, and his longest carry is 15 yards, and there aren't many teams that can say that against a junior this year. As we said in the pregame show, he's had 20 touchdowns already. I wasn't able to see if Cotterill's back in. Not yet. Feliciano's going to remain in the game. So a kind of wildcat formation here for the Lakers. 2nd and 11 from their own, or from the Knights 45. Feliciano going to keep it. Able to shake off tackle in the backfield. And finally hit around the 40-yard line. Giesing is back in for the Knights, so that's good news for the Eisenhower defense. And a gain of about 5 yards on the play for Feliciano. It'll be 3rd down and let's call it 7. As the Knights do whatever they can to keep the Lakers off the board. It's 7-6. They've not trailed in the game, scored on the opening drive. Then Mercyhurst responded with a touchdown, but missed their extra point. Eisenhower punted on its 2nd drive, and now this is the Lakers' 2nd drive of the first half. Feliciano hands it off this time. Handoff is to number 9, Ian Elliman Sparks.
Oh,
and he's got about half of what they needed. Gain of about 4.
It's 4th and 2.
And it'll be 4th and a couple here for the Lakers. So once again, the 2nd time tonight that the Lakers have faced a 4th down. Last one was at the 1-foot line. This one a little further back. They're at the Knights 37. And it is 4th and 3. And can't understate how big of a stop this would be. And Mercyhurst prep coach Jeff Root wants an extra moment to think about it. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with more. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network. Back here at Mercyhurst University, where the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers have a 4th down and 3 with the ball at the 37-yard line. Everett Cotterill, the Mercyhurst Prep quarterback, left the game injured earlier in this drive, and they've been running a wildcat-like formation with Feliciano ever since. 4th down and 3. Feliciano's in the shotgun. He's going to keep it. Trying to get to the outside, and he does. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much, but he got there.
Yep.
Gain of 4 and a fresh set of downs for the Lakers. Ollie Boozer made the stop, but 1 yard too short. Or 1 yard too late. And it's a fresh set of downs. A Ty Nesta Builder Supply 1st down for the Lakers. They look pretty content themselves to just kind of, take things slow and methodical here, hoping to pop something, but the fresh set of downs now at the 33-yard line.
No, they can get 4 or 5 yards to pop. I mean, that's reasonable, and that's
Now Feliciano going to pass, throwing the ball deep and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, number 0, Tyler Quinn. And yeah,
that should have been caught.
Feliciano showing you a little bit of everything here.
That was catchable.
Went through the hands of the defender, Hudson Haight, and to the ground. So lucky break there for the Knights. It'll be 2nd down and 10 now with the ball at the 33. And I see Cotterill now back on the sidelines talking to his coach. Looks like he may be coming back into the game. So odd to have the quarterback on the sideline and keep him there and throw a pass play and then return the quarterback to the game on the next play. But Feliciano back in his normal running back spot. He goes in motion. Backwards pass here. Keeps his head down and picks up about 3. Kind of to me, an odd design there, though. That the way that play is set up, the sidelines became an extra defender for the Knights pretty quick.
Yeah, that's not kind of a play you want to run to the short side with him with just a little flare pass, because like you say, you're the sidelines another defender, and he can move a little bit more when he's going to the wide side than to the short side, but you never know. Catch him, say that's why we're up here and they're down there.
That's right. 3rd down and 7 now, and it looks like the Lakers are going to call their 2nd timeout of this drive. So with 4 minutes and 51 seconds left in the first half, we'll take a 30-second break and be back with more high school football on the YDL Sports Network.
In every heartbeat, every helping hand, every moment of care, Warren General Hospital stands as a cornerstone of our community. For generations, families have trusted us to be here today, tomorrow, and always. We're transforming community health and wellness through excellence in quality, safety, service, engagement, and patient experience. Warren General Hospital.
Back to Mercyhurst University. Alan Siebert and Lou Vizza here on the call from Mercyhurst, as I said, as the Lakers and Knights, a close game so far. 4:51 left in the opening half. 7-6 Knights. Logan Penley, a 1-yard touchdown run on the Knights opening drive, a 10-minute drive that paid off with 7. And then Everett Cotterill, the quarterback, a 1-yard run of his own. The extra point for Mercyhurst was no good. And that's where we stand at 7-6. Cotterill in the shotgun on a 3rd and 7 from the Lakers 30, or from the Knights 30.
Nice.
End around, and Bryce Colson, can't say enough about what Bryce Colson did on that play. He was a man all by himself over there after the reverse. And he did a good job. Like I said, they still end up getting about 3 yards, but that could have been a big play. Colson was about the only defender on that side. And
if they had blocked that well, that would have been a touchdown.
Exactly.
They ran an unbalanced line to this side, to the short side. And only had 2 guys on the left of the center. And with the reverse, they came back, and Eisenhower shifted down to offset the unbalanced line. If they had 4 guys pulled to block 2 guys, and they didn't do that. And
there's another timeout by the Lakers. So this
one's going to be a little. Here we go. This is going to be a little more animated timeout.
Yeah, and you said it during our last commercial break there, Lou, like maybe some frustration setting in for Mercyhurst Prep. They've had their way with pretty much everybody this year as far as region games go, and Eisenhower's been making the plays that they've needed to make to keep this game close, and they have another chance for a big stop here. It's 4th down and 4 with the ball at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, that last play should have gone. I mean, you could see it with. They pulled 4 guys and to block 2, and they just didn't do it. And that's like I say, that's where the frustration set in, because you design a play like that should go, because Eisenhower shifted down to offset the unbalanced line. and then they ran opposite.
So big play here. 4 minutes, 6 seconds left until halftime. Another fourth down. Lakers are 2 for 2 tonight on fourth down. One resulted in a touchdown, the other one earlier on this drive. And they're going to pass. Cotterill's going to throw deep. And there's going to touchdown, but I think they might end up calling offensive pass interference. It looked like a pick play down in the end zone. And let's see, we don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but that's exactly what it looked like. A whole bunch of players came together, and all of a sudden, number 3, JT Jones, came out the other side. And it's going to be pass interference on the offense. So, yeah, that's a big break for the Knights. That's going to back the Lakers up 10 yards and give them another decision to make on fourth down. And good on the officials. I know we don't always, people don't always have the best things to say, Lou, and you've probably been on the wrong end of that for a few times in your life, but
once.
And yeah, now, if I read that right, now they called the pass incomplete. So there was pass interference on the play, but the pass was ruled incomplete. So the Knights will take the penalty, or not take the penalty. They'll take the result of the play, and it's actually going to be Eisenhower football here. So an even bigger turn of events here, not only thinking it was going to be fourth and even longer, now it's 1st and 10 for the Knights with 3:58 left in this first half. See what the Knights offense can do. They hand off to Logan Penley to start this drive, and he's got a nice gain, about 4 yards on first down. And see how fast Penley wants to move things here. I got to think at least early in the drive he's going to be pretty methodical. The Lakers don't have any timeouts left, so it's not a situation where they'll be able to leave a lot of time left. So at least until they get the first down, I got to think the Knights are probably going to be pretty happy just to run some plays and run some clock and keep things moving here. 3:20 left in the opening half of a game they lead 7-6. Ball at the 31, Jacob Zach under center. And as I say that, now they're thinking pass. Jacob Zach all over the place. Now he breaks through. He's got room, and he will go out of bounds, but it is not until he gets a first down. So you'll take that trade-off. Yeah, you don't want the clock necessarily to stop, but he is short. He stepped out, so maybe I spoke a little too soon. Gain of about 5 on the play. Still a nice play by Jacob Zach, because that could have been a sack, but going out of bounds there makes this third down play all the more important, as you don't want to give the ball back to Mercyhurst with a couple minutes to work with here.
Well, if you have the stick to work with, you know where you have to go. But when the play's coming right at you, you drop the sticks and get out of the way.
Yep.
So he didn't realize he needed another 2 yards.
Jacob Zach coming around this side, near side. He's got a first down, stuffed pretty hard at the 40. He actually squirted out the other side. He's still going all the way down to the Mercyhurst 45-yard line. And we have a Laker down on this side of the field. And that's the type of play right there that you can build upon. Jacob Zach just took it upon himself and put his head down and carried the pile for yard after yard. So 2 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first half. Eisenhower on top 7-6. We'll step away for 30 seconds for an injury timeout and be back with more high school football on the YDL Sports Network.
We think Rossbacher Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local, we're knowledgeable, we have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here, you can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Back here at Mercyhurst University, Eisenhower with a big first down at the Lakers' 45-yard line, 2:35 and counting in the first half. Knights lead 7-6. Fake handoff to Hudson Haight on the end around. They give it to Penley, and Penley upended after no gain. So now if you're Coach Penley, you have to start thinking about not only you don't want to leave a lot of time, you don't want to leave any time really, but you also want to leave enough time to score. As the Knights proved in their first drive of this night, that they're going to need some time to score most likely. So 2 minutes left until the half. Knights huddling up here. 2nd down and 10 at the Mercyhurst 45-yard line.
Well, if they get a good play here, then maybe you can take one timeout then, and talk it over for a 3rd and short.
Jacob Zach, Mercyhurst blew that play up. No gain for Jacob Zach. And now I imagine you let it run a little bit and maybe run a passing play here on 3rd down.
Well,
and if you don't complete it, you got less than a minute until the half, and you kind of trust your defense. But 3rd down and 11, ball at their own 46-yard line.
he's taking a lot of time.
Yeah, I really think that, well, he still does have the 3 timeouts too. So I got to think it's going to be a situation of if you don't get it here, you're going to let that clock run. But if you do, you're still going to have 45, 50 seconds.
He better call a timeout or he's going to have a delayed game.
Yep, and
Timeout.
there it is. Yep, timeout. So all that, and then he had to use a timeout anyway. 58 seconds left in the opening half. The Knights take their first Ross Becker Insurance timeout of the opening half. And while we have a second, remind you, Ross Becker Insurance Group with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. TeamRossBecker.com. That's Ross Becker. Well, we have a second, too. We'll remind you that today's game is being brought to you in part by Healing Beauty by KJ. For all your hair, makeup, and beauty needs, visit Healing Beauty at 112 Pennsylvania Avenue West in Warren or shophealingbeauty.com. So the Knights facing 3rd down and 11. The ball just into Mercyhurst prep territory. 58 seconds until the end of this half. And the Knights clinging to a 1-point lead. This is just the 5th offensive possession of the first half. Eisenhower's first one went about 10 minutes, was rewarded with a touchdown. Mercyhurst prep then scored, and then the teams traded defensive stops. Knights took over around their own 27 and have moved into Mercyhurst territory. Have 3rd down here. Jacob Zachs back to pass. Rolls out, now throws. He's got Lindemuth, and a great hands catch by Gavin Lindemuth, the senior. Down inside the 25-yard line, a gain of 22 yards. And a big catch and nice throw from Jacob Zach and his senior classmate Lindemuth right there to make the grab and give new life to this Knights drive. 50 seconds remaining. He got out of bounds as well, and it's 1st down at the 25-yard line. Still 2 timeouts for the Knights. Got to think the field goal possibly could be in play here as well. Wilkins has proven that he can kick it. Probably want to get another 10 yards or so before you start thinking too much about that, but definitely within scoring range for the Knights. 1st and 10, a Ty Nesta Builder Supply 1st down, ball at the 25. Jacob Zach keeps it. Pitches last minute to Penley. Penley gets outside. He's still going all the way down inside the 15 and out of bounds. And it's going to be 1st down and goal at the 10-yard line for the Eisenhower Knights. And we apologize for the angle. The angle on the booth, it's a little hard to get that corner of the end zone where they were heading, and that's why you got me here, though, let you know what's going on. So 1st and 10, ball at the 10-yard line, 43 seconds left. Thought I saw the referee wind his arm, but
I was going to say,
he did go out of bounds. So.
That's why I looked, because I thought he went out of bounds.
Jacob Zach, ball at the 10, keeps it himself, right up the middle, and gets a nice gain, gets maybe 4 yards, still 35 seconds, clock still running. Plenty of time with the 2 timeouts, and there's one of them right there, a Ross Becker Insurance timeout taken by Coach Jim Penley. 34 seconds left in the first half. Eisenhower leading Mercyhurst Prep 7-6, back in 30 seconds on the YDL Sports Network.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
Welcome back to Saxon Stadium at Mercyhurst University. Eisenhower Knights leading the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers 7-6. 34 seconds left in the Verischetti Holdings second quarter. The Knights have a second down and goal at the Mercyhurst Prep 6 and have 1 timeout left in order to try to extend their lead before the half. And again, we're working with the camera angle that we can get here. They're right down into the left side of the field here. Hand off to Penley. Penley's up the middle. And his helmet comes flying off down around the 2-yard line. Gain of 4 for Penley.
Yeah, it's...
And
he's got to go out for a play.
He's got to go out for a play, and now there is a timeout. And that's the final timeout for the Knights here. So now you don't have... my thought process is here. It's third down. You got 2 plays. You got to have 2 plays called right here. If you're going to run it, hurry up and get on the ball and run a 4th down play.
Yeah, you call 2 plays in the huddle.
Call 2 plays and probably a handoff or a keeper. And if you get there, great. And if you don't, get back on the ball, let it run down to about 3 seconds and snap the ball and hope to get in. Worst case, you're going to go in with a 1-point lead. I mean, you don't want to leave points on the field this close, but
well, you could run it. You could run it short side because you can get to the sideline, quicker. If you have to get out of bounds, you can get out of bounds quicker than you can going to the wide side. And then, like I say, you don't have a timeout. Just whatever you do, you can't spike it because if you don't get in now, you can't.
And that's what I was thinking.
Going to 4th down
with the field goal. If they end up going that route, that's hard too.
Well, you could,
because you got to get him out there quick. Ball at the 2. Jacob Zach's going to keep it himself and into the end zone for the Knights touchdown. And that couldn't have gone about much better. 24 seconds remaining in the opening half. And Caleb Jacob Zach is into the end zone for the touchdown. And the Knights lead 13-6. Bryce Wilkins out for the extra point, which would make it an 8-point lead. Here's the snap. Wilkins' kick is on the way, and that one is wide.
No good.
Wide to the right, so it'll stay a 7-point lead for the Eisenhower Knights. 24 seconds left in the first half, and the Eisenhower Knights have a 13-6 lead on the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers here at Saxon Stadium. So big drive there by the Knights, Lou, and really, this first half, I mean, it has not been perfect by any stretch, but if Coach Penley could have drawn up where he'd like to be going into halftime last night, I think he'd be pretty happy being right about where they're at right now.
Oh, yeah. Anytime you can get a lead against a team like this is that's gravy. So, but now you got to adjust, and I'm sure the Mercyhurst is going to, like I say, I think knowing Coach Root, I think they'll be a little animated for the halftime talk. So, and like I say, the first 4 minutes of the third quarter.
For sure.
And they're going to get the ball, right?
Yep. And last year, if you remember, that was a kickoff return for a touchdown last year. And that really is what turned the game around. Eisenhower last year went into the locker room down 7. This year right now, hoping to get there up 7. Of course, one spot that's been tough all season is the special teams and kick coverage. And, they're going to have to weather that storm here before they get to the locker room. Guessing they'll want to keep the ball away from Feliciano. He's the lone man back standing at his own 20. Wouldn't be shocked if they just kick this thing out of bounds. And that's exactly what they'll do. Out of bounds by design. which will give the Lakers the ball at the 40-yard line with just 24 seconds and no timeouts to work with. And so they'll talk to the coach, Coach Root there on the sideline for Mercyhurst.
You get to 5 if it's behind.
Oh, okay. Yep, that makes sense.
If it's fast.
So the ball will actually be at the 35-yard line here. No timeouts for the Lakers. And 65 yards to go and just 24 seconds to get there. Cotterill's in the shotgun. Jones in motion. And they give it to Feliciano. And Feliciano battles hard, gets about 3 yards. They're on the ball quickly here. 10 seconds remaining until halftime. Clock still running. And Cotterill will spike the ball to stop it here. 5 seconds left on the first half clock, sorry. Knights leading 13-6. Logan Penley and Caleb Jacobzak have touchdowns. Everett Cotterill has a 1-yard touchdown run for the Lakers, and up till 5 seconds left in this half, the Knights have done a good job of keeping Vinny Feliciano out of the end zone. He had 8 touchdowns against Iroquois last week in a 55-6 win. So still 1 play left in this half, and the ball at the 39-yard line.
That's it. Don't let anybody behind you.
Cotterill back, and he's caught from behind by Lindamu. Or no, that's Cash Moore. Cash Moore with the big sack. Throws Cotterill to the ground, and that is going to end the opening half with the Eisenhower Knights on top of the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers, 13-6. We'll be back here with the Allegheny Gorilla Foxburg halftime show in just a few moments and get you some scores and stats from the first half and any other information we can bring you. We'll be back here. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network.
Discover radiant beauty with Healing Beauty by KJ. Our natural, cruelty-free skincare line harnesses the power of nature to nourish and rejuvenate your skin. From hydrating serums to soothing creams, find your perfect routine. Shop now at shophealingbeauty.com for exclusive offers and free shipping on orders over $50. Healing Beauty by KJ. Glow naturally. Shine beautifully.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyyyinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
Here in Warren County, Seneca Generation delivers more than electricity. We provide clean, reliable power, and we're proud to call this community home. Our team is committed to giving back, supporting local programs, and helping create opportunities that make a difference for families, schools, and neighborhoods. Because powering homes means empowering lives. Seneca Generation, powering your home, empowering our community.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
At AGI Industries in Clarendon, our state-of-the-art fabrication facility brings your custom-engineered products to life. With cutting-edge machinery and skilled professionals, we deliver precision-crafted solutions tailored to your needs. From trench box and storage container rentals to sandblasting, refurbishing, and painting equipment, plus expert metal fabrication, compressor stations, filters, separators, ASME vessels, and pig loaders, AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental.
And welcome back here to Mercyhurst University, where at Saxon Stadium, where the Eisenhower Knights have a 13-6 lead on the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers at halftime. About a good first half for the Knights as you can draw up. Alan Siebert and Lou Vizza here with you on the call, and this is the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg halftime show. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. Come check out the new indoor-outdoor wood frame event center. The Allegheny Grill was recently voted the #1 waterfront restaurant in Pennsylvania. Find out why at AlleghenyGrill.com. We'll kick off here with a little bit of the Warren Forest High Ed Council halftime stats. The Warren Forest High Ed Council has been serving Warren and Forest counties for more than 40 years. Visit highed.com. For the Eisenhower Knights tonight, Caleb Jacobzak hasn't had to go to the air much, but he has just 2 of 3 for 33 yards. With Logan Penley having an 11-yard catch and Gavin Lindenmuth a 22-yard catch on the scoring drive right before the half. On the ground, Jacob Zach, 14 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown. Teammate Logan Penley has 9 carries for 65 yards and a touchdown. For the Lakers, the Knights have done a great job defensively. Vinny Feliciano, who scored 8 touchdowns a week ago, has 12 carries for 53 yards today. And teammate Everett Cotterill has 3 carries for 11 yards and a score for the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers, as it is, I said, 13-6 here at halftime. So we'll take a look now at your Generational Wealth Management scoreboard. And that is brought to you by Generational Wealth Management, world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. Find out more at gwn.nm.com. And all right, Lou, what do you got for us from around District 9 and District 10 tonight?
Well, we had a couple scores from Thursday night, and from District 9, Central Clarion defeated DuBois 35-19, and District 10, Sharon defeated Titusville 42-21. We may not have a lot of scores here because it's only a little after 8, so our game was quick. So Cameron County leads Brookville in the second quarter 12-0. Brockway and Ridgeway are 0-0 in the first quarter. Bucktail County 0-0 in the first quarter. Clearfield 0-0 with Bishop Guilfoyle in the first quarter. Glendale leads Kerwinsville 12-0 in the second quarter. Kane leads Montauk 22-0 in the second quarter. Karn City leads Punxsutawney 14-10 in the second quarter. Idle Eldred and Smethport, no score in the first. Red Bank Valley and Keystone, no score in the first. St. Mary's and Bradford, no score in the first. Port Allegheny leads Union AC Valley 13-7 at halftime. And in District 10, General McLean leads Cathedral Prep 7-0 in the first quarter. Grove City leads Conneaut 10-0 in the second quarter. Corey and Harbor Creek are 0-0 in the first quarter. Erie and Brush, Ohio are scoreless in the second quarter. Northeast leads Fairview in the first quarter 7-0. Fort LaBeouf over Girard 21-0 in the second quarter. Oil City leads Franklin 6-0 in the first quarter. Greenville and Maplewood are scoreless in the first. Lakeview and Cambridge Springs are scoreless in the first. Steubenville, Ohio leads McDowell 21-0 in the first quarter. Meadville leads Warren 40-0 in the second quarter. Farrell leads Reynolds 8-0 in the first quarter. Cochranton over Sagertown 7-0 in the first. No score, Seneca and Iroquois in the first. Hickory leads Slippery Rock 6-0 in the second quarter. Union City and Northwestern, no score in the first. And Wilmington leads Sharpsville 28-0 in the first quarter.
All right, so that's a look around District 9 and District 10 on our generational wealth management scoreboard. Step away briefly here, and when we come back, we'll have the Hunter Station Golf Club scoring summary, as well as some Rehab Center second half adjustments as we continue on with the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg halftime show. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure.
Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. At the David Jones Agency, you get personalized attention from someone who lives where you do. The David Jones Agency meets you where you are. They are available during regular business hours Monday through Friday at their office, via appointment at the office after hours, or remotely. The David Jones Agency also offers investment opportunities, including annuities and IRAs. The David Jones Agency can be reached in Clarion at 814-223-4000 and in Meadville at 814-337-5107.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
If you're ready to buy or sell your home, then stop in at 4234 Market Street to let one of the agents at Howard Hanna Professionals help. Our friendly and knowledgeable agents can help you find the key to your dream home. Looking for a new career? Howard Hanna Professionals can help there too. Howard Hanna Professionals will assist new and experienced agents with the startup fees for an exciting career in real estate. Call Katrina Laurie at 814-726-2000 for more information. Make 2025 the year you take the next step in your career with the Clinical Medical Assistant Program or Professional Development Seminars at the Warren Forest High Ed Council. Learn how to make college affordable at the Financial Aid Seminar or grow your personal skill set with Fall Country Brunch and Event Planning Made Easy classes. Go to high-ed.org or call 814-723-3222 to register. The Warren Forest High Ed Council, your access to lifelong learning.
And welcome back to Mercyhurst University in Saxon Stadium, where the Eisenhower Knights have a 13-6 halftime lead on the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers. Senior night here at Mercyhurst. And this is the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg halftime show. Alan Siebert and Lou Vizza here with you. Take a look now at the Hunter Station Golf Club scoring summary. Score a great round of golf at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tionesta. hunterstation.com. Scoring started in the opening quarter when the Eisenhower Knights scored on a 1-yard run from Logan Penley, a drive that went 14 plays, 65 yards, and took nearly 10 minutes off the clock. Bryston Wilkins' kick made it 7-0 in favor of Eisenhower after that. Mercyhurst Prep was able to respond with a short drive of their own. It ended with a touchdown. Took all the way to fourth down, a 4th down and 1 from the goal line, and Mercyhurst Prep quarterback Everett Cotterill was able to dive into the end zone from a yard out, and the extra point by Josh Newton was no good for the Lakers, and that left it 7-6 Eisenhower. The teams traded defensive stops, and then right before the half, a long drive paid off with another touchdown for the Eisenhower Knights. This time, Caleb Jacobzak scored from 2 yards out with 24 seconds left. Bryston Wilkins' extra point was no good, and that's where we stand with the Eisenhower Knights leading the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers 13-6. And again, reminding you what's on the line tonight. The Knights come into this game 6-2 on the season, 3-1 in Region 3, 1 game behind the 4-4 and 4-0 Mercyhurst Prep Lakers. And if they're able to win tonight, they will force at least a 2-way tie, perhaps even a 3-way tie, depending on how Seneca does in their showdown with Iroquois tonight that's ongoing. And last we had the score was tied in the opening half. Would determine who's going to be, whether it's going to be a 2 or 3-way tie. The Knights don't really care about all that right now. What they want to do is make sure that that tie is at least 2-way by the end of the night. And if they're able to play another solid 24 minutes, they might have a chance to do just that. So we'll continue on with the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg halftime show. We'll be back in about 3 minutes, and we'll take a look at the Rehab Center second half adjustments, get you ready for second half action. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's a relaxing evening with friends at Cozy Family Dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you.
Have a fender bender? We can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs. Because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
Are you transporting steel or other unique products? Then you need to check out Oil Country Crates. Oil Country Crates supplies certified wood crates or pallets for shipping steel and other products. Oil Country Crates can ship crates throughout the United States and overseas as well, thanks to their ISPM 15 inspection stamp. Oil Country Crates is dedicated to providing prompt and reliable services to all of its customers while abiding to all shipping regulations. Find out more at oilcountrycrates.com. Oil Country Crates, your products, our protection.
Welcome back here to Mercyhurst University and Saxon Stadium, where the Eisenhower Knights lead 13-6 against the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers. We are back here with the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg halftime show, and we'll take a look now at the Rehab Center second half adjustments. With 8 locations to serve you, including in Clarion, Brookville, and Katanning, the Rehab Center always makes the right adjustments. The Rehab Center, chiropractors caring for health. And Lou, one thing, I don't know if Eisenhower can draw up a better half as far as how things went. If they can play one more half like that, they'll be pretty happy by the end of the night. But it's gonna come down to them maintaining control of the game, which they've had for much of it so far.
That's absolutely right. It's they have controlled the game. I mean, from the first quarter to halftime, and they put a great drive together, and the first drive that they had, and they finished the half off with another good drive that both resulted in 2 touchdowns. So, like we said before, the more Eisenhower handles the ball, the less the Mercyhurst is going to handle it. So that's what they have to do. They can't shoot themselves in the foot on the way back. So they're going to have to still do the same thing that they've been doing, and play good defense, and hold your blocks, and just don't get too emotional. Don't let the emotions carry into it. Keep your head, keep your focus, because you got 24 minutes of football left. I almost said basketball. 24 minutes of football left to play. So you got to keep your head in the game here. And if they don't, then it's going to be a long second half. So hopefully they'll stay in it.
Yeah, and for Mercyhurst Prep, honestly, the biggest thing is going to be really getting off the field defensively. Eisenhower had a bunch of opportunities to convert on 2nd and longs, 3rd and longs, and even some 4th downs in that opening half. And it really, the biggest thing, it's not so much that it keeps the defense on the field for Mercyhurst, but it keeps Feliciano offensively off the field. And that's one thing that they haven't been able to do so far, is find that explosive plays. Mercyhurst is a team that likes to get out and run in open space, and Feliciano held to 53 yards on 12 carries in that first half, and the Eisenhower defense doing a great job of pursuit throughout. So Mercyhurst Prep's back on the field. Eisenhower should be out here in just a minute, and then they'll get their 3 minutes to stretch and warm up. So we'll squeeze in one last commercial break, and when we come back, we'll have the second half of tonight's contest between the Eisenhower Knights and the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front 9, coupled with a back 9 situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too, with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's a relaxing evening with friends at Cozy Family Dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you.
Have a fender bender? We can mend her at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs. Because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
Are you transporting steel or other unique products? Then you need to check out Oil Country Crates. Oil Country Crates supplies certified wood crates or pallets for shipping steel and other products. Oil Country Crates can ship crates throughout the United States and overseas as well, thanks to their ISPM 15 inspection stamp. Oil Country Crates is dedicated to providing prompt and reliable services to all of its customers while abiding to all shipping regulations. Find out more at oilcountrycrates.com. Oil Country Crates, your products, our protection.
And welcome back to Mercyhurst University, Saxon Stadium, where the Eisenhower Knights and the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers are just about set to kick off the second half and start the Acrisure third quarter. Acrisure, with a location in DuBois, is the official insurance provider of your daily local and the YDL Sports Network. Find out more at acrisure.com/Mid-Atlantic. And today's game is being brought to you in part by the Lander Hope Clinic. Medical care for your whole family. Call 814-593-0011 or visit landerhopeclinic.com to request your appointment. And so we get ready here. The team's breaking their huddles, getting ready to come out to start this second half. And bears repeating, we said how the second half started a year ago. Eisenhower trailed by 7 at home against these same Lakers. Gave up a kickoff return to start the second half, and really the game got out of hand from there, and the Lakers ended up pulling away for a 48-21 win. So definitely something the Knights are going to want to avoid here, and we'll see what they choose to do. They've kicked off a couple times tonight, a couple of them short, one of them out of bounds. And honestly, I mean, if you're going to kick the ball short, Lou, I don't know. I think your best bet's just to kick it out of bounds like they did last time. At least set them up around their own 35, 40-yard line instead of on your side of the field.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to kick it. I mean, Feliciano's the only one back. So, I mean, you want to kick it away from him.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you're going to kick it, I mean, they've got everybody up short. You got 10 guys within 10 yards of the ball. They have to stay at the 50. So, you've got six guys at the 50-yard line and then 4 at the 40-yard line. So, I mean, the chances of recovering something short are slim to watch them recover one. But, I mean, it's slim to none because you've got to at least wait for the ball to go 10 yards.
Exactly, yeah. So let's see what Bryson Wilkins is going to do here. The ball's set up at the 40. He's taking off his steps here, and we'll get ready for have your second half with the Knights on top, trying to hold on to this 7-point lead. And there's the kick. It's on the ground, and it's taken at the 34 by J.T. Jones, who, again, breaks it up the middle. He's still going, and he's all the way down to the Knights' 36-yard line, and that's where the Lakers will start the second half. Very close to repeating last year's performance of running that back. And again, Lou, hate to beat a dead horse, but that is something that's hurt the Knights all season is kick coverage and field position, and the Lakers will get a short field to start the Acrisure third quarter.
There's an old saying, those who do not remember the past are doomed to repeat it.
So, yeah, the Knights will have the ball, or rather the Lakers will have the ball at the Knights' 36, right around where they started their first drive, and that's the lone touchdown drive of the night. And if you remember that one, they still took it down to fourth down. It was fourth and goal play from the 1 before Cotterill was able to put it in. Let's see what the Lakers draw up here on first down. And Feliciano, I thought for a second there maybe that was going to like a decoy play, and Feliciano was just going to fall to the ground as a decoy, but he was leaning pretty hard and ended up going all the way to the turf, and hard to miss that one. 5-yard penalty to start the second half. The Lakers will go back to the 41-yard line and face a 1st and 15. That was a case there where I think the hard count got the offense rather than the defense as intended. So 1st and 15, opening offensive snap of the second half. And it's a handoff to Feliciano, and he's wrapped up behind the line. Giesing now, Penley, and they continue to pile up on him. Nice defense by the Knights. Carson Sobkowski was in there as well, Grayson Linkerhoff, and that's a loss of 5 yards on Feliciano's first carry of the second half. And the Lakers going in the wrong direction here as they now have a second down and 20 all the way back at the 46-yard line.
Absolutely no blocking. None. Great pursuit by the Eisenhower defense.
Yeah, and that's the most important thing when you're going after a runner like Feliciano. Don't let him get started. And that's something that the Knights have been able to do pretty well. And I mean, not always making the first tackle on first contact, but able to at least, get a hand on him and slow him down. Cotterill now going to pass, throws it deep, and it goes through the hands of number 5, Caleb Jacobzak. It was intended for number 10, Jacob Skindell, the senior. Incomplete. And fourth pass attempt for the Lakers tonight. They've yet to complete one, and right out of the locker room, they're facing a 3rd down and 20 at the Knights 46. So, opportunity here for the Knights to get off the field or at least face a 4th down decision for Mercyhurst prep coach Jeff Root. Cotterill will be in the shotgun, standing right at midfield. They hand it off to Feliciano, and that's for the first time tonight. He breaks through, and Jacobzak did a great job of saving the touchdown. He got a hold of the jersey and held him on. But a 3rd and 20, Feliciano goes for 21 yards and has a Ty Nesta Builders Supply first down. A missed opportunity for the Knights defense. Had him backed up, and now a fresh set of downs for the Lakers. And I got to think that that's what Mercyhurst Prep's been looking for all night. It's getting Feliciano a running start and heading downhill. And
yeah, they're looking for a little spark, and that was a little spark.
So 1st and 10 now, ball at the 25-yard line. This time they will give it to Jones on the end around. Jones has lots of room. He's still going.
Touchdown.
And he's all the way into the end zone. A 25-yard touchdown run for J.T. Jones, the junior. And the Eisenhower Knights go from a 3rd and 20 to a point away from being in a tie ball game in a span of just 2 plays. And Jeff Newton will come on, number 18, to try the extra point, which would tie this game as the Knights lead still holds 13-12, 10-12 left in the Acrisure 3rd quarter. So Newton, the left-handed or left-footed kicker, guess you're not left-handed, sends it up, sends it through, and good. This ball game is all tied up. 10 minutes and 12 seconds left in the Acrisure 3rd quarter. The Eisenhower Knights and the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers all tied up at 13. Back in 30 seconds with more high school football on the YDL Sports Network. And back here at Mercyhurst University, the Lakers, the homestanding Lakers, just scored on a 25-yard end-around touchdown from J.T. Jones. Jeff Newton's extra point went through the uprights to tie the game at 13 with 10-12 remaining in the 3rd quarter. And Eisenhower will now get their 2nd offensive possession of the night. Or 1st offensive possession of the half. I don't know where my brain went there for a minute, but hopefully it recovers quickly, and hopefully the Eisenhower team can recover quickly. That ball to the ground, and Boozer has to fall on it. And by covering it, instead of picking it up, it's down where it lays, and the Knights will be backed up inside the 10-yard line to start this drive. They'll have a 1st down and 10 at their own 7. So a long field for the Knights. So
yeah, they just gotta stay the course. You don't have to panic. I mean, the game started out tied, so we're still tied.
Yep.
So
was going to say you're 26 minutes into a 48-minute game, and you're
there's
right where you were at kickoff. So
you got a lot of game left. So let's just, don't panic and just stay the course.
Give the ball to Penley. Penley with a nice first down carry, picks up about 4. And those 3 and 4 yard gains are important right now, especially backed up this far down inside the 10. That's what it's going to take to slowly dig out of this hole that the miscue on. So 2nd down and 7 just across the 11-yard line. Clock still running. Feel like the Knights have been in the huddle for a hot second here, and here they come up to the line now. Hand goes up by the back judge. The play is off. Jacob Zach's got it. And not much room at all for Jacob Zach. Cut down pretty quick. Looked like a lot of confusion from the get-go on that play. It's a loss of about 3. And it'll be 3rd down and long for the Knights. 8:56 and counting remaining in the 3rd quarter. All tied up at 13. Knights led 13-6 at the half. Lakers got a short field out of the locker room, had a 3rd down and 20, got a 21-yard run from Vinny Feliciano. And then on the very next play, a 1st down and 10 from the 25, JT Jones, the junior, took the end around and went to the house. And now we're all tied up as the Knights face a 3rd down and 10. Hand already up from the back judge. So again, low on time. There's the snap. Jacob Zach's back. He's going to throw. Got hit. Got it to Gelati, who caught it.
Short though.
Nice job by Jacob Zach to even get that thing gone. Gelati made the catch, and he was on the run, but he fell down. Just momentum took him to the ground, and unlike the pro game, he can't get up and run from there. So ends up being about a 7-yard gain, but it's not going to be enough, and the Knights are going to have to punt. Jacob Zach had a lot of pressure in his face and managed to still get that off, so nice play, but just not quite enough. Low snap. Had to get the punt off. A nice high punt. Takes an Eisenhower bounce as well, and it'll go all the way down inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line. And that's where the Eisenhower Knights defense will come out with an attempt to stop the Mercyhurst Prep offense. 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in the Acrisure 3rd quarter. Eisenhower and Mercyhurst tied at 13, back in 30 seconds on the YDL Sports Network. Back here at Mercyhurst, and first snap of this offensive drive for the Lakers from the 28. There's the handoff. Gain of about 5, and one of the rare times tonight that was not Vinny Feliciano. That's the other back, Tyler Quinn. Gets 5 yards on his first touch of the night, and it's 2nd down and 5 for the Lakers at their own 33. Eisenhower has not trailed in this game. Took a 7-0 lead on the opening possession. Watched its lead cut to 7-6. Pushed it back to 13-6, and then Mercyhurst tied it earlier in this 3rd quarter. And now have the ball looking for their first lead of the game. Hand off again to Feliciano. And he's corralled just about a yard shy of the 1st down. Gain of 4. And it'll be 3rd down and about a yard from the 37 for the Lakers. The Knights in desperate need, Lou, I feel, of a stop here or some kind of momentum play, because the first 6 minutes of this half have not played out as well as the first 24 minutes of this game did. You can feel the momentum kind of slipping a little bit.
That's like I say, the first 4 minutes of the third quarter.
See if the Knights sell out on the run. It's given to Quinn. Quinn puts his head down and did enough to get the first down. He's got a gain of 4. And it's a Tie Nesta Builder Supply first down. It's the sophomore, big boy there, number 0, runs over a couple Knights defenders and picks up the first down as we pass the midway point of the third quarter. Grayson Linkerhoff and Bryce Colson were there to stop him, but not in time, and the Lakers will have a first down at their own 41-yard line. Not entirely sure. I have some kind of officials timeout here. Or maybe not. Everybody was going to the sidelines like it was a timeout, but there was no timeout, and play will continue here. The Lakers have a first down at the 41-yard line. Tied with the Knights 13-13 here. .540 and counting in the Acrisure third quarter. Cotterill's in the shotgun again. Gives it to Feliciano again. Patient, hard running from Feliciano. There is a flag on the play right in the middle of the field where the ball was.
Hold.
That'd be about 5 yards as it stands, but I believe it was in the area of a possible hold here, as Lou said. And
hold or a face mask.
And let's see. Face mask. Yep, face mask on Eisenhower. Just a 5-yard penalty, but it will be enough for a Tie Nesta Builder Supply first down after the penalty yardage is walked off. And it will also put the Lakers on the Knights side of the field at around the 48. So everything that went right for the Knights in the opening half has not gone their way in the opening moments of the second half, but still
first down.
First down at the 48. And the Lakers right up on the line, ready to run another play. Cotterill still in the backfield with Feliciano and Quinn. Cotterill takes the shotgun, gives it to Feliciano, who again has room, and this time he's through, and he's going to use that speed to go to the house. 48 yards. Vinny Feliciano to the end zone, and the Eisenhower Knights trail for the first time tonight after a 48-yard touchdown run from Vinny Feliciano with 5:17 remaining in the third quarter. And that's, unfortunately, Lou, that's how fast it can change. All that momentum, you play a great first 24 minutes, and in the first 6 minutes of the second half, things have just soured. But again, as you kind of said earlier after the last score, not over yet. Still a one-score game, middle of the third quarter. They just have to find a way. You can't let the momentum kind of like snowball, and that's really what it's done. Extra point attempt is up and good from Newton. So with 5:17 left in the Acrisure third quarter, the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers lead the Eisenhower Knights 20-13. Back in 30 seconds on the YDL Sports Network.
In every heartbeat, every helping hand, every moment of care, Warren General Hospital stands as a cornerstone of our community. For generations, families have trusted us to be here today, tomorrow, and always. We're transforming community health and wellness through excellence in quality, safety, service, engagement, and patient experience. Warren General Hospital.
And welcome back to Saxon Stadium on the campus of Mercyhurst University. Mercyhurst Prep has scored 14 unanswered points in the first 7 minutes of this opening quarter of the second half, and now have their first lead of the night, 20-13. And Lou said he would imagine Coach Jeff Root would have an impassioned speech at halftime, and whatever he said certainly appears to have lit a fire under the Lakers as they have used the explosive play to take their first lead in the night. Newton's going to kick off, and the Knights will look for a little better field position than they had last time. Looks like they're going to get it. Ball will go out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So they'll mark off the penalty yardage, and the Knights will at least not start inside their own 10 on this drive. Important drive for the Knights. I mean, they're all important in the second half of a game, but really
35.
Mark it at the 35-yard line. It's where the Knights started their first scoring drive of the night, and they're desperate for another one right here. Trailing by 7, led by 7 at the half.
No need to panic. You just got to get a good drive here, get back in it, and see what happens from there. But you got to don't let adversity get to you here. Don't make mistakes.
Jacob Zach gets about 2 yards on that carry.
Need a couple first downs to get the rhythm back.
Yeah, they really haven't had any rhythm since the end of the first half, and as they have started to lose their rhythm, Mercyhurst has started to gain theirs, so you don't want to give them the ball back, especially without at least putting some points up on the board. Ball at the 37, 2nd and 8 for Jacob Zach. He's going to fake to Penley, and he's going to throw to Hudson Haight. Hudson Haight's got the catch, and he's way down the sidelines. Ball comes out, picked up by Gavin Lindemuth. The play's still going. And he's out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So a huge pass play from Jacob Zach to Hudson Haight. Haight makes the catch, and he's... See, we can try and figure out the yardage here. He fumbled around the 25, but then Lindemuth recovered, and going to end up, before it's all said and done, being a 43-yard gain for the Knights. Longest play for Eisenhower tonight. Caleb Jacobzak now 4 of 5 through the air, and that big one to Hudson Haight puts the Knights in the red zone and some newfound momentum here with 4:15 and counting in the third quarter. And a whistle before the snap. Looks like it's going to be a false start on the Knights. So those are the kind of things that just stunt momentum, and the Knights don't make a ton of mistakes, but when they do, man, they sure seem to pick the worst times for them, and that's a bad time for one. That'll back it up to the 25. But still, 1st down and 15. Still moving the ball down to the 25-yard line. And we'll see what Coach Penley wants to do with a 1st and 15 here as we go under 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
I think we need the option to the wide side.
Jacob Zach hands it up the middle to Gelati.
Wow.
And it's just too much meat in the middle there. Gelati is he's fast, but he's not big. And there's just not a lot of room there, and it's going to end up being no gain. And again, I said in the first half, I'll repeat it here, it's just surprising to see them use Gelati in that way, or that part of the field, you know.
Well, when you run in the option, I mean, you got to read that, and that wasn't a very good read because he just got stopped right in the hole. You pull it back out, and you got the whole wide side to either keep it or pitch it.
So 2nd and 15, ball at the 25. They pitch outside to Penley. Penley looking for blocking. Gets a decent gain of about 4 yards. 3rd down and 11 now at the 21-yard line. And the Knights probably got 2 plays to work with here. Going to need a good one drawn up here to either get the 1st down or set up a 4th and manageable. 2:37 and counting third quarter. Jacob Zach's been pretty effective through the air tonight. 4 of 5, 78 yards. Thrown 4 passes to 4 different receivers.
If you think you're going to get...
Jacob Zach keeps it. And instead of pitching, he holds on to the ball and picks up about 7 yards. So did kind of what we said. I mean, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you need to get enough to make it so it's a feasible 4th down, and it'll be 4th down and 4 now, just inside the 15. And let's see, this is going to be...
I hate to say this is a big play, but it's a big play.
Yeah, it's one of those cliches we use a lot, but this is about as big as it gets so far. The Knights are desperate to need a score here to kind of recapture some momentum that they lost early on in this.
You just got to keep this drive going. So this is a big play.
Jacob Zach pulls it back. He's going to pass it outside. He throws, and it's incomplete.
Look at.
And yeah, I thought he had Gelati wide open there, and instead he threw it downfield to Boozer.
Well, if you did throw it to Gelati, he still would have been short.
Yeah,
because he was running right along to where the down marker was, the fourth down marker. And he still had 5 yards to go. So I don't know if he could have turned it up or not, but
nonetheless, a big stop by the Mercyhurst defense, and the Knights are going to have to find a way to get this ball back and kind of keep the field flipped here. And that's something they've been struggling to do here in this second half. JT Jones had a 25-yard touchdown on an end around. Vinny Feliciano, a 48-yard touchdown run on his last touch. His first big run of the night, really. And now the Lakers lead by 7 and have the ball inside their own 15. They go to Feliciano again. And he makes a cut, and he is gone. Vinny Feliciano is going to go 86 yards for the touchdown, and it goes from bad to worse for the Eisenhower Knights. Feliciano now with 134 yards and 2 touchdowns on his last 2 carries, and the Lakers lead 26-13 in the Acrisure third quarter. Eisenhower's defense was a little upset. There was a player running downfield who got pushed in the back around the 35. I mean, he had no chance to get in to make the stop, but still not allowed. So can understand the frustration. But
it has no bearing on the play that far back. I mean, if it would have been a little more egregious, yes, maybe you could have called it, but that wasn't enough to bring it all the way back.
So 22 touchdowns on the year now for Vinny Feliciano.
I'm going for 2.
And yeah, going to go for 2 and try and make it a 28-13 lead. All the momentum in the world on the side of the Lakers right now. Feliciano is on the sideline for this play. Might be the only thing the Knights have going for him right now. They give it to the big man, Quinn, and Quinn flies into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And the Lakers have scored 22 points in the first 10 and a half minutes of the third quarter and lead 28-13 with 1:14 remaining in the Acrisure third quarter. Take a quick break and be back with more high school football on the YDL Sports Network. Welcome back to Saxon Stadium here on the campus of Mercyhurst University. Eisenhower led 13-6 at halftime of tonight's game, but something ignited in the Lakers at halftime. 22 points unanswered, all of them on long touchdown runs, 2 by Vinny Feliciano and another from JT Jones. And the Knights' 7-point halftime lead has turned into a 15-point deficit with still 1:14 left in the Acrisure third quarter. As all the momentum on the side of the Lakers now as they get ready to kick deep to the Knights. There's the kick from Newton. Penley will take it around the 15. Looks for a lane. Carries his tackler across the 30 to about the 32-yard line, and that's where the Knights will start this offensive possession, trailing by 15, 28-13. So the Knights on that last drive did have some success. A 38-yard pass from Jacob Zach to Hudson Haight. But drive stalled at the 14-yard line on a 4th down incompletion. And Vinny Feliciano goes 86 yards on the very next play. And just like that, the Knights are 14 yards away from tying the game. and now find themselves down 15 with 1:08 to play in the Acrisure third quarter. Jacob Zach from the 31 gives it to Gelati. And Gelati gets a little more space to work with on this one on the end around. Picks up 4. So positive play on first down for the Knights. They get up near the 35. And they'll face a 2nd down and 6. Probably the biggest fear you have when you play a team like Mercyhurst Prep Lou is just the avalanche, the quick strikes, the quick change in momentum.
Yeah.
You always feel like you're walking a razor's edge with them, a team like that, as well as the first half went, you're just kind of almost waiting for it. And that avalanche has come here in this quarter. Jacob Zach keeps it, tries to get to the edge, does so. Nice cutback, still going. Getting up to the 46-yard line, gain of 11 for Jacob Zach. Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for the Eisenhower senior, his 18th carry of the night. And very well could be the clock is stopped for the first down. That might be the last play of the third quarter.
Yeah,
the Knights don't look like they're in much of a hurry to get up there. So we will go to the fourth quarter. The Eisenhower Knights with a third quarter to forget. Still 1 quarter to go, though. They trail the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers 28-13. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
Back here at Mercyhurst Prep, Jacob Zach throwing deep to Hudson Haight, and we are going to have a pass interference. Yeah, it looked like it was one of those situations where I don't think he got his head turned around, and it's going to be pass interference on the defense, and that's going to be a 15-yard penalty for the Knights. That will benefit them and move them down into Mercyhurst territory as we start the Generational Wealth Management fourth quarter. John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for your investment needs. They offer world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. Find out more at gwn.nm.com.
Yeah, that's not a spot foul, so you're going 15 from the 47.
They'll make a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down. They'll have the ball down to the Mercyhurst 39-yard line. And this is really must-score territory for the Knights from here on out as they trail by 15 with 11:53 left in the game. Jacob Zach under center, hands to Penley. And Penley puts his head down and picks up a couple. Unfortunately for the Knights, just not getting that same push up front that they were early on in this game. And got to credit Mercyhurst Prep for some of that. The defensive adjustments on the front, as you mentioned, in the first quarter especially, the 3 men up front just wasn't going to be enough. And they've made a few adjustments, and they've had a little more success defensively, have the Lakers, as this game's gone on.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they've got the 4 guys up. Well, they've got 3 down linemen, they've got 2 defensive ends, and they brought in 3 linebackers.
Late handoff there to Penley. Kind of got it from the last minute. Penley gets up to the 35-yard line, picks up another couple. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 6 for the Knights from the Prep 35-yard line. Clock still running.
Well, this is 2 down here. There's 10 minutes. 2 minutes are gone already.
Yeah, almost 2. Yeah, 10:45. So a minute and 15 into this fourth quarter. And it's kind of what the Knights are up against. It takes them a while if they're going to score. But now you need to score, stop, and score again. And you got to do it in 10 and a half minutes. So ball at the 35. Jacob Zach's going to roll out. Follows his blockers. And he's got a Tie Nesta Builder Supply first down, picking up 9 yards. Nice patient run from Jacob Zach. And the Knights really, trailing on the scoreboard right now. There are no moral victories, but they really have gone toe-to-toe for the most part with the Lakers tonight. They moved the ball well, even in this second half. And unfortunately, the one drive they had, they were unable to finish it off. And then the big run from Feliciano really turned the game on its head. Jacob Zach keeps it. He gets the corner, and he's got to run toward the end zone, reaches out, and he's in for the touchdown. Caleb Jacob Zach from 26 yards would not be denied, and Eisenhower has closed the gap to 9 with 10:02 to play in the fourth quarter. And Jacob Zach just refused to be denied on that one. Louis put his head down, ran through the defender around the 5, and found himself in the end zone for the second time tonight.
Yeah, I was just going to say Eisenhower needs a little bit more sense of urgency, but that was urgency enough right there.
So they're going to try to get the 1 here and make it a 1-possession game. Bryston Wilkins' extra point is through. And that's big as it keeps it a 1-score game with 10 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in the Generational Wealth Management fourth quarter. Take a 30-second break and be right back with more high school football on the YDL Sports Network.
And they did.
Back here at Mercyhurst University, where the Eisenhower Knights, Caleb Jacob Zach just scored from 26 yards out, his second touchdown run of the night. And it snaps a string of 22 unanswered points from the Lakers and gets the Knights within 8, 28-20 with 10:02 remaining. And now the biggest defensive possession of the night for the Eisenhower team comes right now. And it'll start with the kick, and that's been a question mark all night, what they want to do on the kick here. Bryston Wilkins will kick from the 40, and we'll see if they aim for out of bounds. Feliciano is the only man back. He's at his 20.
Should I say don't kick it short?
I think if nothing else, the best bet is just to kick it out of bounds.
Kick it out of bounds. But if you don't want him touching the ball, kick it out of bounds. But at least.
And again, it's on the ground and right into the front line and recovered by number 10, Jacob Skindell, at the 47-yard line. So they will start on their own side of the field, but still really good field position for the Lakers, who are probably 1 score away from putting this game pretty close to out of reach. And now the Knights defense is going to be asked to try to make a stop here. And that's something that have been very few and far between in this second half. The Lakers have 3 possessions, scored 3 times, all on runs of 25 or more yards. So the explosive play has really come to life here in the second half for Mercyhurst. Ball's at their own 48 officially as they start this drive. Cotterill hands off to Feliciano. Not a bad idea the way this half's gone. He's still going inside the 40 to about the 38. 14 yards for Feliciano, and it took him a while to get warmed up, but Tie Nesta Builder Supply first down. Feliciano a little gimpy back to the huddle, but about the only thing that slowed him down is a little bit of a leg issue here throughout the night, but still running hard and really piling up the yards as he closes in on 200 for the game. 1st and 10, Mercyhurst, ball at the Eisenhower 38. Cotterill hands off to Quinn. And Quinn gets down to the 35 with a 3-yard burst.
This kid runs hard, too.
Yeah.
This number 0.
Yeah, he strikes me as the type of back you want in a 4-minute offense. It's not quite that yet, but like that kind of grind the clock, grind the game, shorten it with a lead.
Yeah.
He's that kind of player, and showing you why. 3 yards on that carry. He's got 3 carries tonight, 5, 4, and 3 yards, but that'll get a job done.
What impresses me with this Feliciano kid is the yardage gained after contact.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's been hit well before his place where he's gone down several times tonight. He keeps those legs churning, and Cotterill's going to keep it this time. Goes into the middle and runs into a brick wall of Grayson Linkerhoff and Caleb Jacobzak. Didn't get much, maybe 3 yards on the carry.
Well, you're in 2 down territory here. It's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5, and the Knights have 2 plays to stop the Lakers from getting 5 yards if they want any chance to knot this game up in the 4th quarter. 8:20 and counting remaining. And really, it's as simple as that for the Knights. They need a stop on this drive and then a score, and then you're probably going to have to hope for 2 and try to force overtime here. Under 8 minutes now when this snap goes. Hand off to Feliciano. And again, as you said, flag comes in. And gain of 3. We'll see what the call is. And it looks like it's a face mask on the Knights. So that is going to extend this drive once more. And it's, I believe it's the 5-yard kind, but might as well be 15 at this point.
It is 15.
It is 15, yep. So all the way down into the red zone, and this pretty much becomes the set of downs here that the Knights are going to need to make the stop. Ball's at the 14-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Mercyhurst Prep. Trying to go back up 2 scores with the clock running in the 4th quarter. 7:50 to play, leading 28-20. Cotterill hands to Feliciano, and Linkerhoff came unblocked and just absolutely pounded Feliciano in the backfield. Loss of 2 on the play, and a huge play by the Eisenhower senior. 2nd and 12 now. And that's one of the rare times in this half that they've hit Feliciano and put him down where he was contacted. They need another play or 2 just like that. So we hit the 7-minute mark. Cotterill in the shotgun. He's got Feliciano to his right and Quinn to his left. Handoff goes to Feliciano, and Linkerhoff's there again. Just refusing to let Feliciano put this game out of reach. That's a loss of 4 yards, and now you got a 3rd down and 17. It's about the best defensive position the Knights have been since a 3rd and 20 on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Any chance of a Knights comeback here rests with these next 2 plays. 6:23 left. Still a long way to go, but time becoming the enemy, and
he's going to take a timeout here.
Yeah, Jeff Root looking like it's going to be a timeout. He lets the clock run down wisely, and now we'll take a Ross Becker Insurance timeout. Ross Becker Insurance Group, with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca, strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. TeamRossBecker.com. That's Ross Becker. 6 minutes and 1 second remaining. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more high school football on the YDL Sports Network.
At AGI Industries in Clarendon, our state-of-the-art fabrication facility brings your custom-engineered products to life. With cutting-edge machinery and skilled professionals, we deliver precision-crafted solutions tailored to your needs. From trench box and storage container rentals to sandblasting, refurbishing, and painting equipment, plus expert metal fabrication, compressor stations, filters, separators, ASME vessels, and pig loaders, AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental.
Back here at Saxon Stadium at Mercyhurst University, 6 minutes and 1 second remaining in the fourth quarter. Eisenhower trailing Mercyhurst Prep 28-20. And Lou, you brought up a good point while we were off the air there. We're so used to just kind of ignoring the kickers at this level, but from what we've seen from the Mercyhurst Prep kicker, they a nice gain here on third down, even if they don't get the first, could allow them, as you were saying, to attempt a field goal, which would make it a 2-possession game.
Yeah, they would have a chance, even though he did miss an extra point. But he came out and he was kicking from about the 20, with inside the 25. So he probably, if they get a few yards here and fourth down, something to look at maybe.
So we'll see what they got. Third down and 17, ball at the 21-yard line. They give it to, actually, they go inside to JT Jones. Jones will jump forward and end up getting about 4 yards. And now the decision lays in head coach Jeff Roots. I see his kicker goes up to him. He's talking to his kicker, and he's going to send Newton out. So, yeah, it's going to be a field goal attempt. And, again, to your point, Lou, these 3 points would be just as important almost as a touchdown because it would push it to a 2-possession game with time becoming an issue. 5 minutes and 28 seconds to go. So Newton, the senior, will put the ball down or put the right around the 24. So looking at a 34-yard field goal attempt here with 5:15 remaining. Here's the kick. The kick is on the way, and it is short. And that is big for the Eisenhower Knights. They come up with the defensive stop.
I wonder if somebody got a piece of that because it just never got off the ground.
So, yeah, missed field goal there, and the Eisenhower offense will have a chance, and that's really all you can ask for. As bad as that third quarter went, to have the ball down 1 possession and have 5 minutes left, the Knights have given themselves a chance, and that's a big thing here as we get ready to start this most important possession of the night. Knights are going to have probably 4 plays to work with the whole way. I would imagine they're not looking to give the ball back. They have all three timeouts. Lakers have 2. This drive starts at the 17-yard line. They hand it off to Penley. Or maybe, I think that's Gelati, actually.
Yeah.
Yep, Gelati up the middle for a gain of 3.
I'll say this. Eisenhower has handled the ball better going left to right than they have from right to left.
For sure. And that's what they need right now. Got 5 minutes to drive 80 yards. And then, of course, if you're able to do so, you're going to need that 2-point conversion as it's an 8-point game. Jacob Zach's in the shotgun for the second down snap. Fakes to Penley, rolls out, throws it, and incomplete, intended for Gavin Lindemuth.
Who's down? Oh, he's all right. Well, he's up. Cramp.
Yeah, Feliciano again. Oh, wait, there he is. Okay, yep, didn't even see the Eisenhower player there, so looks like a cramp on the Eisenhower player, and Feliciano was also slow getting up for Mercyhurst Prep. 4 minutes and 24 seconds remaining, and we have a injury timeout on the field, and actually now Feliciano has gone back down to the field as well. So we have a player down for each team. We'll step away for 30 seconds and be back with more high school football on the YDL Sports Network.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
Back here at Mercyhurst University at Saxon Stadium, where the Eisenhower Knights have a 3rd down and 7 coming up from their own 20-yard line, trailing by 8 in the Generational Wealth Management fourth quarter. 4 minutes and 24 seconds to play. And to see, hopefully it won't come to it, but you got to wonder if they'll go for it on 4th down. A lot to ask of another defensive stop. And they're going to run this play without one of their top wideouts as Hudson Haight left with a cramp after the last play. Vinny Feliciano is actually still down. Didn't even see. They were already lined up. And looks like he's dealing with some cramping as well. So everybody's ready to go. I didn't even see Feliciano down in the left corner by the 20-yard line, still down. So still waiting here, and while they do that, the Knights will have a little extra time to think about this 3rd down and 7 play. The ball's at the 20-yard line, and they're in need of a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And that's and actually Haight just came back into the game, which I don't even know if they're allowed.
He can't. No.
It's been such a break since they just told him to go back out. So, yeah.
He's got to stay out of play.
So, a little extended delay here. Feliciano's finally back up on his feet and put a lot of yards on those feet tonight. And they will be without one of their best defenders for this 3rd down play. 3rd and 7, 4 minutes and 24 seconds to go. Eisenhower comes to the line, and we're ready to continue here after a timeout for an injury for each team. Jacob Zach's in the shotgun. There's the snap. And he's got people on him right away, and off the hands of Gelati. There is a flag on the play in the backfield. And that very well could be a roughing the passer call. And the penalty is on Mercyhurst Prep. I didn't see what the indication was as far as what it was. It looked like pass interference, but so they walk it off 10, 15 yards. So, yeah, maybe that's what it was. 1st down and 10 for the Knights. Ty Nesta Builder Supply 1st down at the 35. Again, not entirely sure. I thought I saw a pass interference indication from the referee there, but that flag was well behind where the pass was thrown. So I was thinking more something like roughing the passer or something.
Well, when you don't get a signal, you have no idea.
Nonetheless, it is a 1st down for the Knights, so that's the most important thing right now. Ball up to the 35. They got a little more room and a fresh set of downs to work with here. Jacob Zach under center, holds it, pitches it to Penley. And Penley ends up getting about 7 yards and gets out of bounds. So the Knights putting themselves in good position on 2nd down, and Penley as well getting out of bounds. Keeps a little extra time on the clock, which the Knights may end up needing here. Ball at the 43-yard line. 2nd and short. Call it 2nd and 2. Jacob Zach's under center. Hands it to Penley. Penley's got a 1st down. And he's got about 6 yards on his 15th carry of the night. Logan Penley has a Ty Nesta Builder Supply 1st down, and the Knights are in business here as they move near midfield. Just over 4 minutes. Clock still running. 3 timeouts for the Knights.
We got to remember, if we're passing and they're not open, throw it into the stands.
Yep.
I mean, overthrow. I mean, if he's not wide, if he's not open, don't try and fit it. Just then throw it away. Or throw it short or throw it long, but don't try and fit it.
Jacob Zach is going to go back to pass. He is going to roll out. And he tried to get Haight on a double move, but it's incomplete. But again, that ball not thrown in a very dangerous location, well out in front, much to your last point, Lou. So 2nd down and 10 for the Knights. They're at their own 49, 51 yards away from a potential tying score. As we run down to 3 minutes and 36 seconds left in this ball game here at Saxon Stadium. Hudson Haight runs in the play from the sideline. The Knights break the huddle and come up to the line in need of a big play here as they work to try to get back even. Jacob Zach takes the snap.
Still got
Keeps it. Had a lot of room to run. Finally tucks it down and decides to go. And ends up getting almost the full 10 yards. And I think he's going to have another Tie Nesta Builder Supply first down. Nice run from Caleb Jacobzak, and the Knights are now down to the 41-yard line. Clock still running, 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Still all 3 timeouts for the Knights. But you need to score here, but I don't think you want to score too late, because then if you don't get the 2-point conversion, you're not going to have any time to try and get a stop. But first, I guess they need to worry about scoring. Jacob Zach kept it. He's still going. And he finally gets thrown out of bounds. Pretty close to another first down. He's going to be about 2 yards short. Down at the 33-yard line.
They can run that option all day. Mercyhurst just doesn't have an answer for it. They haven't had an answer for it all night.
So 2nd down and 2 for the Knights. Ball's at the 33 of Mercyhurst. As the Knights try to inch closer and closer to a potential game-tying score here in the 4th quarter. And Mercyhurst Preps coach Jeff Root is going to take a Ross Becker Insurance timeout. That's going to be Mercyhurst's second of the half. Ross Becker Insurance Group, with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca, strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. TeamRossBecker.com. That's Ross Becker. So the Mercyhurst defense will talk it over here. 2 minutes and 58 seconds left. The Knights are 33 yards away. And important to remember here, Lou, not only do they need the 6, they're going to need the 2 after it to tie the game. And then you get into if you want to get in the end zone first. That's the most important thing. But if you do, and you get the 2, you don't want to leave too much time for Mercyhurst to score, but you also don't want to leave too little time left in case you don't get the 2, because then you're going to have to come up with a defensive stop and get the ball back. So in a perfect world, I think the Knights would probably score in the next minute or so and, not leave a ton of time, but also leave enough time to use their timeouts on defense. But first, they got to score. 2:58 to go. Ball's at the 33. Jacob Zach's under center. Hands it off to Nolan Giesing. His first carry of the night. He breaks free, and he's going to go all the way for the touchdown. Nolan Giesing, 28 yards right up the middle. 33 yards on his first carry of the night. And the Eisenhower Knights are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game with 2:51 to go. 28-26. And really, Lou, as we said, that's about as good as it could have worked out, because now, if you do manage to get the 2 here, still going to have to come up with that defensive stop either way. But if you don't get it here, you're going to have a chance defensively to get your team the ball back. So,
yeah, you're going to have to. Let's see what happens here.
2-point conversion right now. They get the ball. Jacob Zach cuts it back up. Runs into a wall. He's still fighting, and he managed to get in. Caleb Jacobzak would not be denied, and this game is tied at 28 with 2:51 to play. And Eisenhower, once left for dead, trailing 28-13. Mercyhurst with all the momentum in the world. The Knights have come back to tie this game. Nolan Giesing with a 33-yard touchdown run on his first carry of the game. Caleb Jacobzak with the 2-point conversion. And now the pressure goes back to the Eisenhower defense as we have a tie game with 2 minutes and 51 seconds remaining here at Mercyhurst University. And now it's kind of been a crazy game, Lou, that the momentum is shifted once again. Eisenhower had it the entire first half. Mercyhurst had taken it and then some, 22 unanswered points to take a 28-13 lead. But since then, the Knights got a 26-yard touchdown run from Jacob Zach with 10:02 left in this quarter, and now a 33-yard run from Nolan Giesing, and a 2-point conversion run from Jacob Zach. The game's all tied up at 28 with 2:51 to go. Only one timeout for the Lakers offensively. The Knights have all 3. And Let's see what the Knights choose to do with the kick here. Because again, that has been one of the problem spots. They'll kick it on the ground. This one goes up in the air. Ball's on the ground. It's up for grabs. I think Mercyhurst still came up with it.
Yeah.
That was very close to being exactly what the Knights needed. It'll be Mercyhurst ball at the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 with 2:46 to play.
Mr. Official, you're behind the wrong team.
And Feliciano is back out there. He missed a lot of that last defensive possession after cramping up earlier in the drive. He is out there offensively. 2:46 to go. 3 timeouts for the Knights. The Lakers have the ball at the 41. They hand off to Feliciano. He's stuck in the backfield. Great pursuit by the Knights, but he got free. And now he's down the sidelines, and we have a player down on the Eisenhower side of the field. And it appears to be Grayson Linkerhoff. Vinny Feliciano with a great effort there. Gets 20 yards on a play that could have been a 10-yard loss.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah, and right now the concern is with the injured Knights player. Grayson Linkerhoff will take a quick break and be back with more high school football on the YDL Sports Network.
We think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local, we're knowledgeable, we have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here, you can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Here at Saxon Stadium, 1st and 10 for the Lakers at the Knights' 39-yard line. They give the ball again to Feliciano. And he's going to drag players down for a gain of 6. They try to get closer and closer. Just the one timeout remaining. And the clock becoming a factor now. 2:17 to go. The Mercyhurst Lakers did attempt a field goal of 34 yards on their last possession. Fell just short. And that's what allowed the Knights to tie up this game. So you can't think they're feeling too confident about the kicker. Grayson Linkerhoff back in. Jacob Dunn will come out. We've gone under 2 minutes to play here at Saxon Stadium. They give this one to Quinn, and Quinn just running people over. I believe he's got another Tie Nesta Builder Supply first down. Gain of 5 yards. And another fresh set of downs. 1:43. Clock's still going to be moving, though, and just still the one timeout. Ball at the 27-yard line. Cotterell's in the shotgun. Hands off to Feliciano. Feliciano patiently gets all the way up to gain of about 7. And you got to start wondering here, after this next play, maybe Penley wants to start thinking about using his defensive timeouts in case they score here. But, again, I don't know how much it's gonna help. Ball's at the 20-yard line for the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers. Less than 1 minute to go. 53 seconds and counting. Cotterell hands to Feliciano, and Feliciano's got another first down up the middle to the 15-yard line. Clock will briefly stop for the resetting of the chains. One timeout for head coach Jeff Root. gets the play to his quarterback, and the clock starts running here. We're down to 40 seconds to go. The Lakers 15 yards away from the winning score. In field goal range if they so choose. Less than 30 seconds now. Cotterill's going to pass. Throws it to the back of the end zone, throws it away. And as you said, a nice, smart play. The Lakers, 22 seconds remaining, one timeout. And for the Knights, the best they can hope for right now is overtime. And they're going to need a defensive stop here to make that happen. 1st and 10 Lakers, ball's at the 15-yard line. Quinn to the right, Feliciano to the left. Cotterill in the shotgun, standing around the 20-yard line. 2nd down and 10. They give it to Feliciano. Bounces off one of his blockers, hitting the backfield and picks up about 2 yards. Clock still running. And there's the final timeout for Mercyhurst Prep. And now you got to wonder, are they going to try and put it on the leg of number 18, Jeff Newton, one more time? Or...
Well, the thing too is it's 3rd down. So if you're going to try a field goal and they botch the snap, I mean, he doesn't have any. I mean, he doesn't have any timeouts.
Yeah, I believe that.
But still, if they can get on the ball and maybe spike it because it's only 3rd, well, it'll be 4th down. So yeah. I mean, but at least if he's going to get a chance to kick it on 3rd down, but I don't think they're.
I don't think they're kicking because I see number 18 Jeff Newton still standing on the sideline as the Lakers come back out. They have not taken that timeout off the board. I was waiting to. It still says Eisenhower 3 and Mercyhurst 1. I believe that was a Mercyhurst timeout, but I'm not 1,000% sure. 12 seconds left. The ball's at the 13-yard line. And now we have a timeout from Jim Penley. And that will be the Knights' first timeout of the second half.
No, they just changed it. Mercyhurst is out.
Yep, so 1 timeout for each team coming off the board there. So the Knights now have 2 left. And Mercyhurst is out with 12 seconds left. So anything tackled inbounds here, short of a 1st down, and you're going to be very hard-pressed to get down off another play.
They got to score.
So
they have to score in this play.
So the Lakers need to score here.
Well, I tell you what, if they would happen to get a 1st down, and if they get up there quick enough, yes, you can spike
it, yeah.
But
or get out of bounds.
That's an awful lot to do in 12 seconds.
For sure. So ball's at the Eisenhower 13-yard line, 12 seconds to go. Lakers 28, Knights 28. And Eisenhower taking their first timeout of this half. Trying to come up with a stop and force overtime here at Saxon Stadium. So Cotterill's in the shotgun. Feliciano and Quinn switch spots. Feliciano to the right now, Quinn to the left. 12 seconds left, 3rd down and 8. Cotterill wants to throw. He's going to throw to the corner, and he overthrows JT Jones, incomplete, and now it's 4th down, and now he's going to send out the kicker. Jeff Newton, number 18, missed from 34 earlier, will have an attempt from 30 yards to give the Lakers a 31-28 lead. Only 7 seconds left. And Coach Penley most likely going to try to ice the kicker. I see he's standing out there already. I think he already let the official know he's going to call a timeout. So Newton, a senior on senior night from the 20-yard line, 30-yard field goal attempt to all but win it for the Lakers. And there's the timeout from Coach Jim Penley. He'll take a Ross Becker Insurance timeout and try to ice the kicker here. If you're just joining us, you've missed a lot. Eisenhower and Mercyhurst 28-28. The game was tied, or actually Mercyhurst trailed 13-6 at halftime. scored 22 unanswered points in the third quarter to make it 28-13. The Knights have come all the way back to tie things up. Earlier in this fourth quarter, the senior kicker, Jeff Newton, missed a 34-yard field goal short. This one's going to be about 30 yards. And if he's able to put it through, the Lakers are almost insured to walk away with a 3-point win. If not, then we're looking at overtime, most likely. Coach Penley just used a Ross Becker insurance timeout as he tries to ice the kicker. And this is for everything here. Newton lines it up. The left-footed kicker will kick from the left hash.
It's like hitting a wedge. Keep your head down. Except go wide left.
And that kick is no good as it goes to the side. And for the second time in this game, the Knights will benefit from a missed field goal. And it is all tied up at 28 with the Knights one knee away from taking us to overtime.
Well, those two field goals weren't even close.
Yeah, which surprises me as well, because like I said, he's kicked pretty well during warm-ups.
Well, how much time's left?
3 seconds. So
I'm taking a knee.
I'm taking a knee and getting out of here and setting up overtime.
Yeah.
Jacob Zach under center. It was his hard-nosed 2-point run. And they are going to hand the ball off. Surprising that they did so. Penley cuts it back upfield and gets a nice gain. Ends up picking up 27 yards. But that is going to do it and send us to overtime. For the first time this season,
Free football
from Saxon Stadium at Mercyhurst Prep. And we will take a short 30-second break, and we'll be back with overtime here on the YDL Sports Network.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
Yeah, so I can say
welcome back. Well, we are now.
Oh.
Welcome back to Mercyhurst University, Saxon Stadium. Lou and I trying to work through the overtime rules as the teams prepare to meet at midfield and decide how this overtime is going to start. Captains for the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers, number 57, Zaire Lockett, and number 77, Riley Hennerleiter, come out to meet with Eisenhower captains Gavin Lindemuth, Logan Penley, Caleb Jacobzak, and Grayson Linkerhoff. As we'll have a coin toss here to decide who's going to get the ball first and who's going to have the possession to start this overtime period. All eyes on midfield here.
Eisenhower will call it, being the visiting team.
That goes to Gavin Lindemuth, makes the call. Ball's down, or coins down on the field. Don't see any indications so far.
Eisenhower won the toss.
Looks like Eisenhower won the toss. Typically, most teams want to play defense first, so they know what they have to do when they get their possession. We'll see if that's what they choose. So the teams separate here and they will make the Results known. Eisenhower defers. That would give Mercyhurst the ball, going from right to left as we start the overtime period. The first one of the season. Eisenhower 28, Mercyhurst Prep 28. What a game here tonight at Saxon Stadium. The Knights had all the momentum in the first half, 13-6. They led and really controlled the first half. Then in the third quarter, Mercyhurst just went nuts, 22 unanswered. J.J. Jones, a 25-yard run, and then 48 and 86-yard runs from Vinny Feliciano. And it was 28-13, and it looked like the Knights were kind of dead in the water at that point. And then things turned around in the fourth quarter. Caleb Jacobzak scored from 26 yards out with 10:02 to go. And then Nolan Giesing, the big run, 33-yard run with 2:51 remaining. Jacobzak's 2-point conversion. And now the ball spotted at the 10.
First and goal.
First and goal. So no sticks, first and goal. Both teams get a chance to possess the ball. And you wonder if Eisenhower, if they are able to, even if Mercyhurst scores here, you wonder what Mercyhurst will do first of all. Will they kick it as they kind of run into a problem with that, or go for two? And if they do kick it, will Eisenhower, if they're able to score, just go for the win? These are all problems for a later time right now. The ball's at the 10-yard line. The handoff is to Vinny Feliciano. Feliciano running hard down inside the 5 to the 3-yard line. And it'll be second down and goal at about the 2, actually. So Mercyhurst Prep off to a good start here.
Well, like we said last week and the week before, forget about the play. Give it to the player.
Yep. And Feliciano, you have to figure, is most likely going to be that player.
One would think.
He's in the shotgun next to Cotterill. And no, they give it to Quinn instead. And Quinn goes into the end zone. And Mercyhurst Prep scores first in overtime and takes a 34-28 lead after the 2-yard run from Tyler Quinn. And now, most important right now, what are the Lakers going to do here?
Go for two.
I imagine with the kicking issues they've had late in this game, a couple of missed fourth quarter kicks, imagine they're probably going to go for two. And you got to think, if Eisenhower can stop this, it definitely gives them an advantage, because they like their kicker in Bryston Wilkins, should it come down to an extra point. But if they give this up here, that's going to force Eisenhower to score and get two, much like they did in the fourth quarter. There's the handoff to Quinn. And Quinn gets in for the 2-pointer. And Eisenhower is going to need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to keep this game going.
This kid runs hard.
He really does, too.
Just puts his head down and goes right into the line.
And now Eisenhower trailing 36-28 in overtime. Will have their offensive possession. They'll have all 4 plays to go 10 yards, and if they score, they're going to need a 2-point conversion as well.
You better put the ball on the 10-yard line.
So again, the Knights facing basically what they faced in the fourth quarter. Down 8, need a touchdown, need a 2 to force the game to continue. They're 1 for 1 in making that happen, and now they're going to have to go 2 for 2. If they want to send this game to a second overtime. So here come the Knights. First down and 10. The ball's at the 10-yard line. First and goal, excuse me. Jacobzak hand pitches to Penley. Penley able to get outside, and he's going to pick up about 4 yards down near the 6. So nice first down play for the Knights. They now have 3 plays to pick up 6 yards. And then 1 play to pick up 2.
Hang on to the ball. 2 hands on the ball.
For sure, yeah. One thing that has not been
2 hands on the ball.
Pretty cleanly played game from that standpoint all night. And the Knights Need that to continue here to extend this game. So we're in overtime. Mercyhurst Prep leading 36-28. The Knights have a second down and goal from the 6-yard line. Jacob Zach gonna throw to the corner. And the ball falls to the turf. Incomplete, dangerous play call. Kind of thrown up for grabs, and the Knights, I think they're lucky that it fell to the ground, and they were able to live to fight another down here. That one's got Lou shaking his head. Running the ball well, 4 or 5 yards a pop here, really all fourth quarter, and on the first play of overtime. And I mean, I get the fact of trying to surprise them maybe a little bit, but
option.
3rd and goal, ball at the 6. Hand off to Penley, and the Knights game is going to come down to one play. They're going to need a conversion from the 10-yard line. Penley loses 4 yards on the play, and Eisenhower is one play away from a loss.
You got a timeout. Each team gets a timeout in overtime, so I don't know if you want to take it now.
Yep, Penley just signaled to the ref that he is going to take the timeout. So Eisenhower will take its timeout, and this game will come down to, for now, one play. The Eisenhower Knights have a 4th down and goal from the 10-yard line. Mercyhurst Prep leading 36-28 in overtime. The Knights tied the game with 2:51 to go on a Nolan Giesing touchdown run and a Caleb Jacobzak 2-point conversion. And then the Lakers opened overtime with a Tyler Quinn 2-yard run. Quinn then added the 2-point conversion, giving the Lakers an 8-point lead and forcing the Knights into a must convert here on 4th down from the 10-yard line. Jacob Zach's in the shotgun for the play. 4th down from the 10. Jacob Zach fakes it. Rolls out to his right. He's going to have to throw. He throws incomplete. And the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers will hold on and defeat the Eisenhower Knights 36-28 in overtime here at Saxon Stadium at Mercyhurst University. Hard-fought game by both teams, but in the end, it's going to be the Lakers that come out on top, picking up the 36-28 win. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with the Icy Ink postgame show. Thank you for watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure.
Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. At the David Jones Agency, you get personalized attention from someone who lives where you do. The David Jones Agency meets you where you are. They are available during regular business hours, Monday through Friday at their office, via appointment at the office after hours, or remotely. The David Jones Agency also offers investment opportunities, including annuities and IRAs. The David Jones Agency can be reached in Clarion at 814-223-4000 and in Meadville at 814-337-5107.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verschetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
If you're ready to buy or sell your home, then stop in at 4234 Market Street to let one of the agents at Howard Hanna Professionals help. Our friendly and knowledgeable agents can help you find the key to your dream home. Looking for a new career? Howard Hanna Professionals can help there too. Howard Hanna Professionals will assist new and experienced agents with the startup fees for an exciting career in real estate. Call Katrina Laurie at 814-726-2000 for more information. Make 2025 the year you take the next step in your career with the Clinical Medical Assistant Program or Professional Development Seminars at the Warren Forest High Ed Council. Learn how to make college affordable at the Financial Aid Seminar or grow your personal skill set with Fall Country Brunch and Event Planning Made Easy classes. Go to high-ed.org or call 814-723-3222 to register. The Warren Forest High Ed Council, your access to lifelong learning.
And welcome back to the Icy Ink postgame show, where the Eisenhower Knights just dropped a heartbreaking overtime loss to the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers 36-29. Alan Siebert and Lou Vizza here at Saxon Stadium at Mercyhurst University. This is the Icy Ink postgame show. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs, call Icy Ink at 814-688-0034 or visit them at icyink.com. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear icy. Start tonight by looking at the Hunter Station Golf Club scoring summary. Score a great round of golf at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tionesta, hunterstation.com. Scoring started in the opening quarter tonight. Logan Penley scored on a 1-yard run with 2:22 remaining in the first quarter, and that gave the Knights a 7-0 lead after Bryston Wilkins' second or extra point. Everett Cotterill scored on a 1-yard run with 10:10 remaining in the first half. The PAT failed, and the Knights led 7-6. With 24 seconds left in the first half, Caleb Jacobzak scored on a 2-yard run. The PAT failed that time, and it was 13-6 in favor of the Knights at the half. Mercyhurst Prep owned the third quarter. JT Jones had a 25-yard run with 10:12 remaining in the third quarter. Jeff Newton's kick tied the game at 13. Vinny Feliciano scored from 48 yards out with 5:17 left in the third, and Newton's kick made it 20-13. And then Feliciano added an 86-yard run with 1:14 left in the third. Tyler Quinn had the 2-point run, and it was 28-13 in favor of Mercyhurst Prep heading to the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, Caleb Jacobzak scored on a 26-yard run with 10:02 left. Wilkins' kick made it 28-20. Nolan Giesing scored on a 33-yard touchdown run with 2:51 left. Jacobzak's run tied the game at 28. It went into overtime, where Tyler Quinn scored on a 2-yard touchdown run and then added the 2-point conversion run to finish our scoring tonight at 36-28. Taking a look now at the Warren Forest High Ed Council final stats. The Warren Forest High Ed Council has been serving Warren and Forest County for more than 40 years. Visit highed.com. Jacob Zach tonight through the air, 4 of 9 for 78 yards. He had completions to Logan Penley, Gavin Lindemuth, Joe Gelati, and Hudson Haight. On the ground, Jacob Zach, 22 carries, 136 yards, and 2 scores. Logan Penley had 18 carries for 117 and a touchdown. And Giesing also had 33 yards and a score. Most of the damage for Mercyhurst Prep was done by Vinny Feliciano, 28 carries, 271 yards, and a pair of scores tonight. And that also has earned Vinny Feliciano as our Icy Ink player of the game. We'll take a look, finish this off here tonight by looking at the Generational Wealth Management scoreboard and remind you that sorry, I lost my place here. We'll just have Lou take a look around D9 and D10 to finish off the night. And what do we got around D9 and 10 tonight, Lou?
In D9, we got a few final scores. Brookville defeated Cameron County 23-12 as the final. Brockway defeated Ridgeway 31-24. Cowdy leads Bucktail 40-0. Another final, Bishop Guilfoyle 20, Clearfield 13. Glendale 27, Kerwinsville 14 in the fourth. Kane defeated Monotol 38-7. Carn City leads Punxsutawney 35-23 in the fourth. Otto Eldred and Smethport, we don't have a score on that. They're still 0-0. Red Bank Valley 37, Keystone 34 is the final. Bradford 55, St. Mary's nothing in the fourth. Port Allegheny final score against Union AC Valley 35-7. In District 10, General McLean leads Cathedral Prep 28-14. Grove City defeated Conneaut 24-8. Corey defeated Harbor Creek 28-7. Brush, Ohio 35, Erie High 7 final. Northeast the final 47-7 over Fairview. Fort LaBeouf 42-15 over Girard. Oil City blank Franklin 47-0. Greenville defeated Maplewood 49-8. Cambridge Springs defeated Lakeview 56-6. Steubenville, Ohio 36, McDowell 13. Meadville defeated Warren 54-7. Farrell over Reynolds. I got to look at this again. Farrell over Reynolds 74-0. Cochranton 24, Sagertown 14. Seneca defeated Iroquois 41-14. Hickory 42, Slippery Rock 14 is the final. Northwestern beat Union City 28-0. I take that that's a halftime. And another final, Wilmington 51, Sharpsville nothing.
All right, that's a look around the District 9 and District 10 scoreboard here on this Friday night. Again, that's going to do it for the Icy Ink post-game show. Reminder that if you're joining us on Tuesday, we'll have Eisenhower volleyball playoffs with a opening round matchup against Hickory at Franklin High School. That game scheduled for 6 o'clock. We'll at least have the audio of that game. Still working out, trying to figure out things as far as getting the video. But nonetheless, we will be there on the YDL Sports Network. So that's the next time that I will be with you. Next time that we'll be with you, actually not sure yet. I know I'm out of town next weekend. And then Eisenhower will learn their playoff fate here after the end of next week, where they have their senior night home game against Greenville. So we'll figure that out and update you as soon as we have that information. That's going to do it for Alan Siebert and Lou Vizza here tonight at Mercyhurst University, where the Eisenhower Knights drop a heartbreaker 36-28 to the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers in overtime. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.